fans in attendance here in Richmond. Drivers focused. What kind of carryover from what happened last week? Short track racing. That's coming up.
Are you sure I ain't done it this way? Hold on a second, guys. Well, first of all, I got to get on Google Chrome here and get my stream of my watch history before I have to wait a half hour to get it up on the YouTube app on my phone. Hey, look. Some asshole is doing a live reaction for the Cup race at Richmond.
From what happened last week,
with pictures of Chris Buescher and Ryan Newman on the screen, leering at us all day as we watch this race. It's such a lovely Sunday afternoon. I'm not even mad that this race isn't starting till 3 o'clock. Excuse me, fuck. Because the weather's perfect up there. Well, yeah, you know, not really going to rain. It's nice down here where I'm at. I think it's going to be a good one. Crappy race picks, though. I just said, fuck it, give me Hamlin. I feel like Hamlin's got to win a race, and he's going to do it soon. I feel as though a Toyota or a Penske car will win today. That's how I feel today. Toyota or a Penske car. Specifically Brad or Joey. I'll say Brad, Joey, Truex, or Hamlin. I'm not too high on Kyle Busch. I don't think Bell's at that point yet where he's just going to pop up and win something like Richmond. But maybe he's an excellent short track racer. And he's really, really progressing well here in his second year. So, yeah, I'm going to say Hamlin for the money. I'm sure he's like 4-1 odds or something, so I'm not going to make fucking dick off this race, but I need to pick a winner. One moment, please. Let's watch it. God dang it. Where the hell is everybody? Oh, wait. The race is on Fox today. Nobody wants to watch me today. Nobody wants to watch me. It's on Fox. Everybody can watch this race. Nobody wants to come hang out with me. We're going to have fancy food here in a minute. I got a full rack of Chili's barbecue ribs and a mess of cheese fries coming my way, so it's going to be a good day. Go ahead and get these fucking napkins over here, because I'm going to need them. Them ribs be messy as shit. I'm ready to rock and roll. Competition caution at lap 30. Stage 1 ends at 80. Stage 2 ends at 235, and then the race to the finish, 400 laps. No cars to the rear. That's rare. So let's start with the driver. That's a very important part of it. How they get down. Sipping on some milk right now to soothe my throat. Feels good, but just as a precaution, I like to drink milk before my live stream. I have to go through prep to do live streams because I tend to lose my voice sometimes. I'll lose my voice or I'll start coughing a lot. I hate that so much, but it happens more and more. So the power rankings ended up when you combine the driver and the pit crew. You can see right there for the first 8 races, Denny Hamlin, that 11 team, they are getting the job done. Now, Regan Smith, one thing that Adam Stevens shared with Michael, I think I'm going to say Denny, but let me look at the odds for a second. Let me see if I can change my mind based on the odds combined with recent past performance at Richmond. Absolutely. Give me 1 second. The pit crews have to make adjustments. The pit crews have to be perfect on the pit road as well. Let's go back to last week, though. Last week, a little trouble for Ryan Blaney. The final pit stop. Okay, goddammit. You see the hose get caught right there. We are talking fractions of an inch. The hose didn't get all the way. Yeah, we'll just go Hamlin. I'm not feeling anybody else today. I said Hamlin, Truex, Logano, or Keselowski. I'll just go Hamlin. Take the easy $5. Well, it won't be easy because I'm sure he won't fucking win now because I picked him. He's almost guaranteed to finish second now. And the pit stops have to be perfectly coordinated. Jamie?
Well, Regan, once that pit stop is made and the car is gone,
We'll just say Hamlin.
you don't see what the pit crews do.
I was saying before you got here, it's either going to be Toyota or Brad or Joey. Brad, Joey, or a Gibbs car.
Right here to see what they did right and maybe what they missed.
Hendrick hasn't been that great at Richmond in a while. Although I'd be really excited to see Chase Elliott dominate this motherfucker today.
Look at that, 93 pounds full. You come over here, look at this team, they're ready to go.
Jamie Little's telling you about shit you don't care about. Where's them rain tires? We don't need them today. It's not going to rain.
Go, babe. We are ready to go. Let's
go. We're trackside. Let's fire these engines up, guys.
Nice yoga pants, Jamie. Hamlin wins. I get $6. Fair enough. Works for me.
For those most famous words in motorsports, please welcome proud owner of a 2012 Toyota Camry.
I figured Hamlin would be like 4-1, but you told me I get $6. I'll take it. I just got to get some winners. Wow, that was night and day from the command to fire engines yesterday before the truck race. That was laughably bad yesterday. And Austin Cindric's in the race today. Kurt Busch is driving that awesome 2B paint scheme. Oh, man, I can't wait. My food's on the way. Like I said, I got a full rack of barbecue ribs and some Texas cheese fries coming here from Chili's. It's going to be glorious. At least if this race ends up being boring, I'll have that. You know, we get a day race at Richmond, and apparently it's cloudy now. Let me look at the weather. I know there's no rain in the forecast, but I want to see what the temperature is. Richmond, VA, weather. It's below 70 and cloudy. I was hoping it would be like 75 or 80 degrees and sunny. Get that hot, slick racetrack, but still think this would be better than a night race at Richmond. At least it's not supposed to rain. Why do I feel like Chris Buescher and Ryan Newman are staring at me? Like, directly at me. Yeah, I'm starting to miss the Xfinity Series, although they're about to pick back up again starting next week. Trucks will be picking up, too. I know they raced yesterday, but they've had a lot of breaks. Hey, Darlington commercial, I'll be there. Hey, SmackDown commercial, I won't be watching, but good to see Cesaro getting a main event spot. You got Bill Byron Elliott. Ballsy. You're going against the grain because, like I said, I believe it's going to be a Gibbs car or Hamlin. I mean, a Gibbs car or Keselowski or Logano. We'll see.
Well, sometimes you don't.
Let's watch a goddamn race, I tell you what. NASCAR on Fox. On actual Fox today.
Welcome to Richmond and the Toyota Owners 400.
Get that cheating Toyota shit off my screen. This race is sponsored by, it's rigged. It's sponsored by Toyota.
3/4 of a mile, but so difficult, so tricky. And for this season, look at the winningest drivers of 2020. 25 wins among them, and look at that goose egg. That is the total of wins.
I think Martin Truex Jr. stands a very strong shot today at going back-to-back.
This year, you would have got
But I'm going to go with the law of averages, Denny Hamlin.
this deep in the season.
He's been too close to winning. If it's not Truex, Hamlin or Logano win. They've been too fucking close. I know Logano won the dirt race at Bristol, but they've been in the hunt more often than not.
This is a place of surprises and question marks. Jeff Gordon and Clint Boyer.
Mike,
You know that Jeff Gordon only won here like twice?
I've never been to a racetrack throughout my career that was so hit or miss. One time you show up there, you've got the place figured out, all your marks, race cars working perfect. Maybe you go to victory lane or get a great finish. The next time you come back, say, let's just put the same setup in. No, it doesn't work. There's just something about how you break into these corners and how you set that nose on those front springs that is so difficult to do consistently, not just lap to lap, but each time you come back here, race to race.
Spot on, Jeff. More than any place.
Hey, that's fucking that shitty podcast with TJ Majors and Brett Griffin. That's their gimmick. Spot on, spot off.
When I won that lap, how did I do that? And you just get out there and really struggle to duplicate what you were doing, finding that grip, making that baby turn, rolling the middle. Both ends of this racetrack drastically different, very, very difficult to get a hold of.
It's partly unrepeatable because it's unpredictable. We race here at night, then we race here in the day. We have a ton of caution flags. We have no caution flags, but the stage breaks.
Mike Joy has a point. Richmond is fucking bizarre. You're either going to see a phenomenal race or it's going to be a dull, boring affair. In recent years, we've had a lot of dull, boring affairs, but like I said, it's a short track. You never know. You might get a rash of cautions. Could end up like the damn truck race yesterday. Truck race yesterday was pretty messy. I almost considered Kyle Busch, but Truex, Hamlin, Keselowski, or Logano, those are the ones I'd be watching. Truex is a strong shot at going back-to-back. I think Hamlin's going to break through, though. Law of averages.
All right, buddy, we'll be watching. Good luck. Make sure you get your pit road speed dialed in here. It's going to be important. No mistakes today. Clean them up. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, bud. Brad will roll off 20th today.
Ooh, I can't wait for my food to get here. Hopefully it'll come just in time for a commercial so I can really dig into it and enjoy it. It's going to be messy, goddammit. I'm so mad I didn't get to eat before the stream today because my dad came to borrow the car to haul up the lawnmower to go cut his grass. He got the car at like 11 a.m. Around 1 o'clock, we're like, hey, let's get some Chili's. Well, he'll be back with the car soon. We call him. He hadn't even cut his grass or nothing. He didn't get the fucking car back here until about 20 minutes ago. And I was like, well, so much for eating my messy food before the live stream and the race. I don't like eating during streams or races, but I have to because these races don't start till, like, I don't know, early dinner time or supper time, whatever. So I got to juggle ribs and cheese fries while talking to you guys and watching the race. Do I think Bubba can get a top 10 today? Toyotas are really good at this track. Bubba's starting 15th. Toyota's had a fucking stranglehold on this place in the past. So, I think Bubba's got a shot at the top 10. I'd be very disappointed to see. I was very disappointed with how they ran at Martinsville. The car that they had for Martinsville was bad. That was disappointing to see because I expected good things out of the 23 at Martinsville. Today's another track. I expect good things out of the 23.
Todd Gordon put Brad Keselowski's exact same setup on this 12 car and said he just has to figure out how to drive it today. Mike?
Thanks, Jamie, as we get ready to
Cindric, yeah, I'd like to see Cindric run well. We're coming to the green, I do believe. Yep, here we go. 3:17 on the East Coast. We're going green. Competition caution lap 30. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Don't you miss that? Hamlin spins the tires a little bit. Wow, Hamlin really spun the tires. Holy shit. Logano shoots through to third. Wow, Logano overshoots turn 1 and goes wide. He got a great launch and then completely missed turn 1. Elliott's to second. Hamlin takes third back from Logano. Logano looked like he was driving out of the racetrack there for a second. Truex leads lap 1. Elliott second. Hamlin third. A lot of wheel spin on Hamlin there on the initial start. I almost said restart. It's initial start. Her.
I think he just spun the tires.
Well, but that you're right. He did spin the tires the way I saw it. But a lot of times, Jeff, you're trying to backpedal.
Good to see fans again. We're getting used to seeing people back in the stands. I almost don't even want to comment on it anymore, but it's just so gosh darn nice to see. That's an ugly paint scheme Kevin Harvick has. It's too much green. This is the part of the race where we critique paint schemes.
When you come to a track like Richmond, long runs, we all know long runs are important. So
Bubba up to 12th. He started 15th, so hey, he's going forward early. I said he can get a top 10 today.
That falls into what you were seeing. Cars slipping, sliding around. No practice plays into that. I mean, this is cold turkey, fresh start for a lot of
we're trying. Listen, there's a lot.
Keselowski started 20th. He didn't have a good race at Martinsville last week. We got a battle for second. Hamlin clears Elliott for second. Finally back to where he started. Remember, Hamlin is my pick. It looks like such a nice day at the racetrack. You know, it's cool outside. Uh-oh, time to go back to full screen replay to show you Hamlin spin the tires on the start. Didn't look like much, but he lost a lot of ground there. He got it back, though. Hey, can we watch the actual fucking race that's going on right now? We saw this when it happened.
I think he just didn't quite anticipate.
They didn't even comment on Joe Logano missing turn 1.
I just think he missed on the anticipation of the restart, and then what that does is make you squeeze in that throttle a little bit harder and spin those tires.
Well, you're just such at a disadvantage in that situation.
Logano under Elliott for third. Like I said, Richmond's not been a Hendrick-friendly racetrack over the years. Jimmy Johnson only won here 3 times. Gordon only ever won here twice. That's surprising. Dale Jr. never won here at Richmond driving for Hendrick, which is really surprising because he was always really good at Richmond.
And it falls right back into the mystery that we were talking about.
There's Fox zooming that camera, and they're worse than WWE. They love their camera zoom-ins.
The front tires, the load that you get through those things. These cars, for whatever reason, they don't want to change.
Why do they always keep zooming that? You know, since somebody pointed it out, it's like unavoidable how noticeable it is, how much they zoom the cameras in.
Get that car to turn through the middle.
Hey, if you wanted to steal money today, Austin Dillon's running 10th. He's got a lot of top 10s at Richmond. I said that yesterday, if I remember correctly. I'll put y'all on to that. Austin Dillon. If Ryan Newman can steal races at tracks like this on strategy, so can Austin Dillon. He's kind of the new Ryan Newman when it comes to winning retarded races he has no business winning. After Texas, the 600, and the way he won the Daytona 500, I'm always leery that Austin Dillon's going to pop out of nowhere and steal another one. So he's always my hot underdog bet. He and Tyler Reddick, who is running 11th right now. We still got a mask up here in North Carolina, but there's not a lot of other restrictions, really. It feels almost normal around here. I mean, maybe just I'm used to wearing the mask or whatever. And I'm vaccinated, so I've got an edge on some people.
Speaking of caution, you got a competition caution coming at lap 30. That'll help him. He'll make some adjustments there.
Yeah, Chase Elliott has yo-yoed within the top 5 in the first 12 laps. He's been second, he's been 5th, he's been 3rd, now he's 4th.
He's never even had a top 15 finish. I talked to one of his engineers this week, and they said they are totally just puzzled as to why they can't give Ryan what he's looking for at this 3/4 mile track.
Yeah, that's incredible, Larry. 9 starts.
That's incredible. That's Kyle Petty's gimmick. More gimmick infringement. Austin Dillon at 30 to 1 is a nice bet. Christopher Bell would have been a nice little bet. I should be a bookie for racing anyway.
Adjustments on pit road, some wedge adjustments, air pressure adjustments, maybe even some height adjustments with some Packer.
Well, we're 14 laps in. Now Elliott back to 5th, Blaney to 4th. And we go to commercial. Clean race so far. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get with Richmond. It's either going to bore you to death or it's going to be good. Hopefully we'll get something good today. I'll be right back in a second. I need to go see if my fucking food's here because I'm starving. here yet, boys and girls. Okay. I like to make a lot of jokes about bragging about being vaccinated, but I promise being vaccinated is not the new vegan thing where you have to tell everybody about it. It's like, I'm vaccinated. If somebody's vaccinated and vegan, they'll never shut up, will they? Hey, do they do bets on the iRacing events? On the Pro Invitational shit? I figure they don't. I bet they did last year, though. When there was literally nothing else going on. This is probably the, I know Bubba's running 12th right now. It's probably the best that car's fired off at the start of a race all year long, excluding Daytona, but you know how Daytona is. Oh, darn. I was going to bet it all on Landon Castle on Wednesday night. I figure he'll win that vote to get in. I don't know why he's got to get voted in. He's good at iRacing. I'm very animal friendly, but I'm about to haul into some fucking ribs from Chili's, so I eat meat. I think I mentioned yesterday, I said I had lamb on the Kiss Cruise a couple years ago. It was the first time I ever ate lamb. I'm like, wow, that's an animal I kind of feel guilty about eating. A little lamb. After all the pigs and cows I've eaten, boy, them lap cars are not doing Truex any favors. You see them two in front of him? It was two Rick Ware racing cars. The 52 and the 53 running dead last. Truex gets around them, pulls ahead of Hamlin a little bit. 9 to go in stage, well, not in stage 1, but 9 until the competition caution. Hey, Brad and Joey, old friends, running 13th and 14th. Bubba's the greatest. He's outrunning Kyle Busch at a track where Kyle has won 6 times. Kyle says he's loose off. Chatter in the front tires. Elliott about to drop out of the top 5 here. Maybe. Harvick's got a look.
That's not what you want to feel in a race car when you get in it. If it's tight in the middle, broke up like that, loose on the ends, tight in the middle, hard thing to adjust on. I always say pick your poison.
I had a fun race at Richmond this morning in NASCAR Heat 5. I did like 50 laps. It was actually really competitive. And I was racing the AI. Richmond's one of those tracks in the game where it's really fun to race the AI. And it doesn't feel unfair, you know? Whoa, Harvick's onboard is like glitching out like somebody's HDMI connection's fucked up. Elliott holds on to 5th for now, pulls away from Harvick.
That is the 5th place battle. And behind them, they're all kind of stacked up like Cordwood, Larson,
Cordwood.
and Dillon.
Kyle Busch, dude, come on. You know Kyle Busch is going to win again, Michael. Don't say something so silly.
One thing I noticed here with the leaders is they caught that lap traffic. Denny Hamlin was actually catching him, Jeff.
I'm not ready to write off Kyle Busch yet. The dude's not even 40.
When you catch him with just the least amount of momentum.
Austin Dillon, 9th place. Nice paint scheme. It's a Chevrolet, and it's a really nice car Austin Dillon's driving.
There's a great story this week on Austin Dillon, where he said that this used to be the track that he most feared coming to, and now it's his most favorite racetrack in the world.
Well, and that's what I talked about in our opening, about this place being a mystery. But, man, when you do find something, whether it's a setup or something.
Yeah, we got a caution coming in a couple laps.
This place will reward.
Which Rick Ware racing car is going to get the free pass? Hey, Jimmy Johnson's making his IndyCar debut as we speak. Great scheduling there, IndyCar and NASCAR. Put your races on at the same fucking time. Literally the exact same time. Austin Dillon going for 8th place on Christopher Bell. Did he say spot on or strap on?
We're very pumped.
Top 6 in 3 of the last 4 races here. Top 6 finish. I'd put him at more than a 60-1 shot.
Oh, heck yeah.
Keselowski passes Bubba Wallace for 12th. Kyle Busch's struggles really date back to the late regular season of 2019. He won the championship and won Homestead at the end of 2019. But midway through that year, he just stopped looking like Kyle Busch, and he hasn't recovered since. Other than winning Homestead to win the championship,
So the competition caution
he's not been to the incredibly high standard he set in 2015, 16, 17, 18, you know. And Kyle Busch passes Bubba for 13th. Kyle and Brad's cars are starting to come to him, but the caution's about to come out in the next lap. But they've gained spots. Brad especially, he's a big mover since the start of the race. He's 12th. He started 20th. It's hard to pass here, as you know. And we have a caution. Ryan Blaney running 3rd at Richmond, ahead of Logano. When I said Logano and Keselowski were the only 2 Penske cars I gave a shot today. Are we seeing the new Ryan Blaney? I think Blaney's about to turn the corner in his career and become really good, like what he should be. Got a good feeling about Blaney. I just didn't expect much from him today because it's Richmond and he kind of sucked here.
I think that's going to be doable for some. Take all your clean out my bank account right there. Get all $10,000. Fox Bank, get on there. Still time. Stage 2.
You gonna have enough for gas for the plane to ride home?
I'm a bum ride.
Talladega's next week. I'm already looking forward to that.
Larry, what do you do here?
I start looking forward to Talladega about a month ahead of time. 4 tires.
All right, Regan.
Oh, put it out.
Just talked about the driver needing to pick one thing to fix. That's exactly what Kevin Harvick did. He said, I am too tight in the middle. That's what I need.
Harvick was actually running well. He said the car's too tight in the middle, but Harvick was solidly 6th place that entire run, battling for the top 5. That's good for them this year. How's the rest of Stuart Haas doing? He's the only one I see in the top 12, of course.
Good on entry, though. Pretty happy with this car overall. The 12 of Ryan Blaney wants to be tightened up a bit on entry. Turn 3 is pretty decent, so overall pretty happy there as well. And the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Chassis adjustment, fuel 4 tires.
New leader, Denny Hamlin on pit road, just barely. I couldn't tell who got the lead till the ticker came up. It's Hamlin to the lead. Wow. Dillon, Byron, Bell, Keselowski, and Reddick all jumped into the top 10 or gained spots. And Denny Hamlin takes the lead. Woohoo! $6 whole, guys. Now, Talladega is next week, and that's where I'm going to win the big bucks. I think Gregson's running Cup next week, Michael. We're going to win big money next week at Talladega, I promise. We're going to get one. Good news, guys. Food's here. I'm going to eat these cheese fries first because they're easier to eat than the fucking ribs are. Telling you, one of these days, I'm going to be able to retire off of Talladega or Daytona. No, kidding. One of these days. Come on, fucking microphone, prop up there. There you go. All right, cheese fries. Ooh, and they're fresh. Usually when you get takeout at Chili's, it's usually shit. At least with the cheese fries, anyway.
Fox NASCAR is sponsored by the all-new Bronco Sport, built wild, and by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR.
Credit One Bank, we're the ones to watch.
Competition caution, your Ford Performance Track Facts. Ford has 30 wins at Richmond, beginning with Paul Goldsmith in 1957. Brad Keselowski in the one race they had there here last year went to victory lane. So how did Denny Hamlin beat Martin Truex on that pit stop? Look under crew and you'll see by a full...
How did Denny Hamlin beat Martin Truex Jr. off? I mean, off pit road.
And it plays right into what we were talking about at the top of the show, the importance of pit road right here. You saw it right there firsthand. Put him in the lead. Now he's got the track position. Now he won't be the one.
Clint, he was second. He already had the track position.
It's going to be Mark Truex.
All right, one penalty. Daniel Suarez had an uncontrolled
Daniel
tire.
Suarez, uncontrolled tire.
On his number 99, so he'll start in the back. And a correction. Anthony Alfredo was on the lead lap at the time of the caution, so that means Garrett Smithley will get the free pass, and there goes the tire from the 99.
Get the guy running after you. Get that tire now.
Garrett Smithley, Kyle Busch's favorite driver.
Timing and all those things have to be so orchestrated. And you saw that tire just hit the other tire and bounce away from the guy.
Yeah, that was an absurdly fast pit stop.
Hamlin chooses the outside.
Hamlin goes outside. I think that's teammates working together. Good call, Jeff Gordon.
Or, hey, maybe Denny just really likes being able to hold the 19 of Truex.
Now you're down low. Teammate right there gave him a little bit, braked, slowed up a little bit, put him down.
Joel Logano ain't trying to give him no break. Logano to the outside of Truex.
Puts me right back into what we saw on pit road. If I'm Martin Truex right now, biting my lip a little bit. Dang it, guys. Such tight quarter racing off of turn 2 back there, Jeff. You run out of real estate, especially on these restarts.
Fuck it, you're just gonna have to hear me chew. I gotta put my headset on. It'll be easier for me.
But these guys that chose that outside
Testicles,
lane,
1,
it's actually
2.
been working for them. Maybe it's just for a couple laps. It really helps you to kind of get that momentum off the corner.
What I was saying, what you see right there, you can take the real estate. You need that real estate moving up off the racetrack. You're trying to hold it and stay off that car. If you can get in position on him, you can hold him down and make the pass.
How about this guy to two?
It's tough watching a race and stream while I eat because 75% of my brain shuts down when I'm trying to eat.
Man, he runs so good here, and he is making his way up through there, Mike.
Now, he started 20th, Jeff, and that is due to the matrix NASCAR uses when we don't have...
Morpheus? Mike Joy said something about the matrix.
Standing position, prior race finish at Martinsville, and fastest lap ranking at Martinsville. So he started 20th.
Hey, NASCAR, I got this really great idea for the starting order. We should have qualifying. Morning of the race, do qualifying. What would be wrong with qualifying the morning of the race? Why is Kyle Larson 17th? What happened to him on pit road? I'm assuming it was a pit road problem.
Great on pit road, but the 4-car Kevin Harvick there, he got blocked in.
Harvick got blocked in on pit road. Yeah, Harvick and Larson lost on pit road big time.
10 or 11 spots on pit road.
See, Jeff, Kyle Larson's 5 crew was a 17.78 compared to a lot of 12 to 13 second pit stops.
Not too good.
That's the boss man, Jeff Gordon, not happy with their pit crews at Hendrick.
He was really tight in the center, and the splitter was getting into the track, so Cliff Daniels' crew chief decided to put a packer in to get that splitter up
opportunity to make the biggest adjustment.
As for Denny Hamlin, we went back through all of their pit stops this season, and the one they just made was their second fastest of the entire year, and look what it got them. Well,
Wouldn't it be ironic if their first fastest was that fast pit stop at the Daytona 500 that got him so far out front it cost him the race?
now Christopher Bell passed Brad Keselowski 2 laps
That's what we
ago.
call tragic irony.
Brad keeps having a look to the inside.
Well, we talked about this before the race today, and we really believe Christopher Bell could have a standout race here. He's been very good here in the Xfinity cars. Joe Gibbs Racing's so strong here. Look at our top, 2 or 3 guys there, his teammates. So I expect Christopher Bell to be very strong. Not a surprise to me that he's going to the outside now, moving forward around the outside of the 9 of Chase Elliott.
You're looking at 3-time Xfinity race winner here, so for sure has the credentials to get it done. See right there, in position. Whoa, so close.
Give him room, Chase.
That's where you got to pin him down. If you can just get to the right rear, now he's going to get in there. If he can roll around there,
Fucker's ruined.
that I talked about,
These fuckers ruined part of my cheese fries order. I don't like that fucking ranch, and they spilt it all over the shit.
Right there, and as he did that, it got loose.
Yeah, that tight condition turns into a loose condition.
Straight up, these fucking assholes.
And here, more than any, you want to talk about frustrating, Mike. Here, more than anything, that old girl, she's tight in the middle, and you won't turn. As soon as you stand on the gas, now the thing wants to spin out. Back to that conversation. Well, which one is it? What will help you the most? I need both.
And I need it now, right? So Bell holds 6th. Hamlin with a second lead over Logano.
The other thing you have to pay attention to, and it goes right back to that conversation, right? Which one's hurting you the most? Rolling the middle of this track is so important. You heard Kevin Harvick, I want to free this thing up in the middle. Got to be careful, though, because then what happens is you go too far, you get loose.
Hello,
in,
Caden.
you get loose off.
Let's use our telemetry.
I'm multitasking because I didn't get to get my food before the fucking race because somebody borrowed the car and went to mow their grass and then went inside their house and didn't mow their grass for a few hours and acted surprised when wanted the fucking car back.
Almost all the way out to the wall.
So I'm just now getting to eat.
This front straightaway for just a couple seconds.
What I see that I like the most is the brake. Very little brake input tells me the car's rolling nice. That enables him to get off that brake pedal, save that brake temperature in them tires. Oh, by the way, that helps on the long run, keeping that temperature out of those tires. Which we all know, temperature adds air pressure, makes those tires not work.
Boy, he's just making it look easy right now. It's just so smooth, under control. Car's very stable on entry and on exit.
And he is pulling away just slightly on Joey Logano as we see Brad Keselowski bringing Austin Dillon along, perhaps. 7th for Brad now.
Yeah,
Chase Elliott's car is not great.
Run. Tell you what, Brad Keselowski,
They're top 10, but they're not spectacular by any means.
He's continuing to see Chase Elliott struggling right there, and I think he's still tight, Jeff. You
He's
can see
definitely
that car
struggling
out
relative
on
to the
wheel,
best
and
cars in
wants
the
to
field.
step and get loose up off. That tells me right there at that 3/4 mark, you've got to have that car neutral so it doesn't want to spin the tires.
So let's not ignore William Byron, who sits in 4th place. What are they thinking on the 24?
And that's these teams analyzing that same telemetry that we were looking at and looking at who's fast and trying to compare.
Now for the main course, the ribs.
Their driver and feed some of that information back over the radio.
Looks fucking good to me.
Move right there by Kevin Harvick. You know, we talked about Chase struggling with a tight condition. If you can get to his outside right there, take that position away, that racetrack away on the exit, he'll have to lift. That's how you make the pass.
Joey Logano now beginning to close in just a bit on Denny Hamlin, and you'll see it all as we take you Fox.
Kyle Larson is 20th after a slow pit stop. You can see the leaderboard. Denny Hamlin's leading by about a second over Joe Logano. Hamlin got the lead on pit stops from Truex. That's really the only thing so far. We had a competition caution and a new leader. these are some fall off the bone ribs, buddy. Well, they had the TV turned up loud in the living room. I can hear it through my door. Chase Elliott's dropped to 10th now. Actually 11th. He's out of the top 10. Alex Bowman just passed him. RCR doing really well today. I think any track where you can get up and run a higher groove is going to suit RCR just fine. In a remarkable turn of events at Talladega, there was a 35-car accident, and the only cars left running are Jennifer Jo Cobb and Cody Ware.
Take on the NL East leading Mets.
We didn't see this coming, Mike. Look at this.
The Rangers battle the White Sox. It's all on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. 62 laps complete in Richmond. Denny Hamlin leading Joey Logano by about that same 1.3 seconds. What's going on with the leader?
And I think Denny's one of the best at taking care of rear tires, especially at this racetrack. So, yeah, that's really good information. Back to the crew chief.
Holy shit. Two Stuart Haas cars in the top 15.
To help that drive off.
Harvick and Almirola.
Difference in just 20 green flag laps.
I tell you, Mike, this place for about one lap has incredible grip in those tires. It starts to fall off really fast.
Wow, look at that.
Unbelievable.
Massive difference.
Yeah, the biggest thing a crew chief has to be here is a salesman. I know you're spinning your tires.
Kevin Harvick must have heard me. He just got passed by Keselowski and Alex Bowman.
It's so true. And very important, too. You know, attitude goes so far in this deal in any sport, but this racetrack, the frustrations, you know, there is no perfect setup. You got two corners that are drastically different than one another. Keeping your driver cool, keeping him in the game, keeping him pumped up, big part.
Alex Bowman puts some pressure on Brad Keselowski.
Bowman is up 6 spots since the restart.
Yeah, Bowman's really looking good all of a sudden.
He moves into 8th place.
Didn't have a great pit stop the last time, but they're looking pretty good now. He's made the most moves since the last restart. Kyle Larson's not going. Kyle Larson's 21st. He was top 10 before the caution.
The loose wheel at the end really hurt him.
You saw him wrap that bottom right there, and Brad kind of moved up and tried something different. You see how Brad's not on the bottom right there, struggling. If you get down there in 1 and 2, it's almost kind of like Atlanta, what we talked about. You get down there, lock onto that train track down there, and hook that yellow line, man, feels good.
Now, Bowman's only seen 1.2 seconds of fall off from his best lap to his last lap. Leader Denny Hamlin is 2 seconds difference between his best lap and his most recent lap.
And a lot of that is just clean air. You know, Denny Hamlin had clean air at the beginning. He could take off and, you know, really lay down some fast laps. So when you're back in traffic,
Lap 69, nice.
Through that traffic, you got all the disturbed air back there also. So you don't normally put the best laps together on a restart. But sometimes that don't take care of those tires in the long run too, Mike.
Kyle Busch in 12th, passing Chase Elliott.
Here's 11th place. Kyle Busch to the inside.
Kyle Busch's car is getting steadily better.
Stays up high and out of the way.
This is certainly the point in the run where you're starting to move around. find it. You see right there. See his right sides on those hash marks? I've always told people that for whatever reason, there's a lot of juice right there, a lot of grip. Seems like there. Now you get down here in 1 and 2, kind of the same thing. But for me, I had to diamond off the exit. I had to shoot back across and keep my car flat. And what that means on the throttle.
Listen to the legitimately good insight from Clint Boyer, as a guy who just raced here last fall.
They were very close to contact coming off turn number 4. Ricky Stenhouse and Ross Chastain.
Couple of aggressive drivers.
Neither one of those guys will back down.
That is for 14th position.
Everybody beware Ricky Stenhouse next Sunday.
We've documented this in the past. Needs a good run. And he's putting one together here. That car looks strong, the 42. Unfortunately for Chase Elliott, things are not going the right direction. So gonna have to really dissect down those details and that handling and see if they can't make another major adjustment. Jamie, you have something on the note?
Yeah, on that first stop for the night of Chase Elliott, they just made an air pressure adjustment in the right rear, very slight. But now he's saying his biggest problem is that the entry to the corner is worse. They said, I guess we'll just have to go back on that adjustment, a little air pressure adjustment coming up on this next stop.
But that goes right back to what you were saying, Clint. You know, be careful.
Well, Chase is 15th. They might need a little more than an air pressure adjustment. That car looks pretty bad now.
Not going to be a problem, but in this case, they probably tried to free him up through the center, and then that made his entry real loose.
And it's one of the hardest things as a driver in that car. You know that crew chief, he's capable and willing and wants to change that thing. He's going to take a swing at it, and you know in the back of your mind, man, I don't know.
Tyler Reddick's not as good in this run as he was the first run of the race, but Austin Dillon is better than he was. Cars that have really fallen off are Elliott, Reddick, Bubba Wallace, Kevin Harvick.
Out that front straightaway and that exit off of turn 4 to get that launch.
Coming into 3 here.
So it looked to me like maybe Logano carried a lot of speed into the center and went up the racetrack.
Looked to me like either his spotter or his mirror worked pretty well.
All right, 68 degrees and a mostly cloudy day. But we are beginning to see the sun poke through here from time to time.
And that is just a crew chief's nightmare.
Get that sun out. Make this place hotter and slicker. I know it's only like 65 degrees, but come on.
As soon as you get a plan together, all of a sudden the track conditions change and the balance of the car and the grip level changes.
So they can play it into your favor too, right? If you're fighting a little bit of a loose condition or a tight condition, one way or the other, those clouds coming in and out of that might help you, or they're probably going to hurt you. Usually make your problem worse.
15th through 17th.
Good thing we got a stage caution coming, or Chase Elliott will be a lap down by the next 50 laps or so.
See right here in front of him, Tyler Reddick. I heard reports of him being loose in. You can see him pretty nervous right there. Slow getting into the corner, trying to roll.
Truex around the outside of Logano.
We got a battle for second.
Lap car ahead.
Squinty-eyed douchebag versus crybaby from New Jersey.
Bottom right there, moved up. Gonna run him up the track a little bit.
Yeah, once Truex can get to that quarter panel, if this lap car doesn't mess with his line, he should be able to get this position. There he goes.
BJ McLeod staying way up high and out of the way.
Martinsville 2018 Vietnam flashback, Truex Logano.
Pretty hard right here, I think.
Oh, Hamlin just gave the bumper to a lapped car coming out of turn 2. That's Corey LaJoie.
And you know Corey, he's fighting to stay in that lead lap.
Corey just tried to knock, Denny tried to knock Corey out of the way to put him a lap down. He's going to get it. Hook him, Corey. Nah, Corey kept his lap.
Thank you.
Corey stays on the lead lap. Denny Hamlin wins stage 1. Really like what I saw from the 48 and the 3 throughout that stage.
Denny Hamlin wins stage 1, so score 1 for the home.
It's only $6, Robert.
Continues Denny Hamlin.
I'd give up $6 to see Denny and Corey reignite their stupid little feud. But I'm cheering extra hard for Denny today because look who's running third with a good car. That squinty-eyed balding douchebag from Connecticut. So I've got to cheer for Denny today. Yeah, if it comes down to it, I wonder if Denny's going to race Joey like a pussy again, like he did at Bristol. Is Denny going to puss out today? He better not. That $6 is going to pay for my lunch at work tomorrow. Just kidding, I'm due for another fast. I'll probably skip lunch tomorrow. But, you know, the principle of the matter. If I wanted lunch and Denny Hamlin doesn't knock Joey Logano's stupid ass out of the way and cost me $6, then I'm going to be highly upset. Denny Hamlin's racing for my potential lunch money. Boy, these ribs were good. Could have used more of that sauce. That sauce was delicious, but damn, that was good. I cleaned these fuckers out. And it really wasn't even that messy. There was like almost the perfect amount of sauce without being messy, but there could have been a little more sauce. Chili's, 9 out of 10 today. Cheese fries were good. They weren't dry, and they actually had cheese on them. So, attaboy. Where's all them hot-ass women that work at the Chili's in my town? Thank you, all of you. Swear to God, every hot woman in the county works over at Chili's. Or has worked at Chili's. My best friend, beautiful woman, worked at Chili's before. And will soon be living around here. So she'll probably go get a fucking job at Chili's. Thus proving my point. I had to wait all day for that shit. Just because some drunk guy wanted to get the lawnmower and go cut his grass, but then sat around and didn't cut his grass. Like, yo, dog, we got shit to do. We're hungry. Unfortunately, I have to work pretty early tomorrow. 7:30 is pretty early for how things have gone around here lately. But we won't be there long. It won't be an all-day job. We already got like half of it done the other day. Pit stops.
Bottom left of your screen, that race car, they missed the adjustment the first stop. That race car's been too loose for him then right now. The 22 Giuliano upper right of your screen. That race car's just been a little bit too tight for him this run. JD?
Hamlin in the 11 has led 52 laps. Wants to work on drive. Basically,
oh, St. Dennis.
And carry that speed through the corners. The 12 of Ryan Blaney, a little tight in the center, but he wants to
St. Denis, oui. Hamlin wins the race. Pit road. Truex second. Logano third. Byron fourth. Blaney fifth. Kyle Busch gains 4 spots. Up to 7th. And Joe Gibbs' crews are on point. They're keeping Hamlin and Truex up front. They just got Kyle Busch in the top 10. Christopher Bell lost a lot of spots here, though. I'll be right back.
Anthony Alfredo to get into his box before Harvick could leave his pit, and that was the reason.
Say we dial up stage 1 winner. Hey, Denny, this is the guys up in the Fox Sports booth. You got us? Well, man, same story. Man, you guys are just flawless right now. The car looks great. Great pit stops. And you're out there set sail, but it's early. So tell me, how do you approach this to get yourself in position to get that first win of the season?
Just trying to keep up with the racetrack. I think, I think got a good baseline here. For the 19, and I'm not sure what the rest of the teammates are, but I feel like our car is pretty good. Just got to fine tune it a little bit, keep up with the track as it changes.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Well, you didn't have the heart to tell him the stage 1 winner had been won.
No, I did not.
All right.
I'll leave that for you next time.
The stage 1 winner has not won since when?
Last
year. Whoops.
Oh, well, God damn it, Denny. We just lost our money. They just said the stage 1 winner has not won since last year, and Denny just won that stage. I told you, whoever I pick is guaranteed to finish second. We are on a remarkable tear this year of second place finishes. That Jordan Anderson deal at Daytona is still heartbreaking. That close to $50 fucking dollars. For a poor motherfucker like me, getting $50 off of just picking a race winner is a lot. Well, hey, good news. This week, Robert, the race is 400 laps and not 500 laps, so Denny's got a better shot at that. I feel like if the race was 400 laps, he'd have won last week. But what can you do? Denny Hamlin just gave away my money by winning stage 1. That son of a bitch. How could he do this to me? It's like he does it on purpose. He only wins when I don't want him to. So, interesting, they do this at Richmond, Phoenix, and I'm pretty sure they do this at New Hampshire now. Stage 2 is like significantly longer than stage 1. It is really weird. I've been listening to that NASCAR on Fox music for 20 years. Why is my screen black, FS1? FS1, the screen is black. Is the standard definition channel black? I can't see. Now I can. For fuck's sake, turn back, you dick. I just switched to the standard definition channel for a second. Hey, we're back. Hamlin leader, Truex second, Logano third, Byron fourth. We're not quite balls deep in stage 2 yet, but we're getting there.
22, Logano had good short run speed last time. You're going to see it again right here as he looks on the inside of Mark Truex. Kyle Busch there capitalizing on a great pit stop. +4 for them guys.
Fourth place, Blaney around the outside of William Byron.
Bowman going to the inside of William Byron. Tell you what, that 48 car is fast today.
Alex Bowman getting better and better as the race progresses. I like it. You had to think at least one Hendrick car was going to step up, although Byron's right there with him. Byron's been the most consistent Hendrick car all season. Next to Larson, but I'd say Byron's been very consistent.
Car, how good it rolls around the outside. Oh, maybe Spoke a little too soon right there through the center. Maybe got a little greedy with it, but he's still got the exit speed.
That entire top 10. Gibbs, Penske, Hendrick, Stewart Haas, Gibbs, Penske.
That's a good view.
Ryan Preece is 31st at Richmond. I would expect him to run well here. Remember how good he was at Martinsville last week? Ross Chastain's 11th now.
They'll go down to about 10 PSI. That's just a little more than you actually put in a basketball that you play out in the driveway with.
That's one of those things the driver doesn't want to know. Just don't tell me.
Yeah. 6th place, Kevin Harvick.
Well, since the Xfinity Series has so many fucking weeks off, couldn't they get one of them weekends where the 2-week break for the Olympics happens? Because that's going to be a miserable 2 weeks. That one off week after Bristol just killed me inside. And I got to do that for 2 weeks later this season. It's like the COVID break all over again. That was the darkest hour last year of this pandemic for me. 9 weeks with no race to watch other than iRacing stuff. Bowman, 4th place.
And this is a good racetrack for him. He likes this place. He gets around it well.
Bowman's very good at places like Richmond, Phoenix, New Hampshire. He made splashes there when he first got in a good car. When he first got an 88 car, remember he won the pole at Phoenix and led a lot of laps. Finished 4th, I think.
Yeah, he's marching his way forward.
And Richmond really suits his style as well.
So that continues.
Oh, I remember what I said at the start of the race about Hamlin, Truex, Logano. How you doing? They're running 1, 2, 3. Told you. I told you guys. I said it'd be them two or Logano. Or maybe Keselowski, but he's 9th.
Keselowski is 9th under fire from Christopher Bell. And the lead is tightened up.
Truex on the bumper of Hamlin. He's there.
Truex wants that clean air. He's been all over.
Putting that nose right in there.
And it's such a tough place to be if you're the leader getting in. You know you've got to save these tires. You don't want to push it too hard, but you got your teammate who you know you might have to race for the win. Now here comes Truex.
Truex to the outside of Hamlin off of 4. Cody Ware just ahead. Oh, wait, that's Josh Bilicki. My bad. I'll have you know Cody Ware's 34th, not 38th. Hamlin holds off Truex for the moment. Truex with a strong run down the back. Now he looks to Hamlin's inside going to 3. This time they've reversed lines coming out of 4. Hamlin carries the run off. He'll keep the lead for now. We're a quarter of the way through the race.
Racing and working with heavy hearts.
You just see he's just rolling better than him. Beats him to the gas, beats him in the middle. It'd be hard to keep behind you. And right now, if you look at
Kyle Busch drifting out of the top 10. Great pit stop.
Coming into the picture, you want to get this pass made and made quick, but it's also your teammate. You gotta kind of be kind in how you play right now.
Bowman and Logano were catching Hamlin and Truex.
Right now, and folks, please don't blame us. But the last caution for cause at Richmond that was not a competition caution or a stage break happened in 2019.
Jesus Christ. That's a stat for you. The last caution that wasn't a stage or competition yellow at Richmond was 2 years ago. Truex takes the lead. Clears Hamlin. New leader, the 19. We got 131 to go in this stage. Jesus Christ. Truex finally made the pass. Logano and Bowman both have gained substantial amounts of time. Hamlin got really loose off of 2 there. I'm wondering if the rear tires are starting to fade.
What they're going to do, they will split this stage into thirds. So what they'll do, they should get here probably in about
Kevin Harvick, 5th.
32 laps around lap 138. Again at lap 186, that gets you to the end of the stage.
Eric Almirola's 12th. 2 Stewart Haas cars in the top 15 still.
First tried here by Ricky Stenhouse and crew chief Brian Patty when they were Roush Fenway racing. 105 complete. Teammates in Toyotas battling for the lead.
Dylan messaged me this morning, told me who he thought was going to win. I said if you pick anybody but Hamlin or Truex, you're probably wasting your time. So far, I stand correct. That's the problem with Richmond. Richmond's become a very predictable racetrack. I'm considering a GTA stream later today, but I probably won't feel like it after the race. Right now, I'd love to do it, but that's because I'm streaming this and I'm still not tired yet. Later, after the race, probably like, all right, that's good for me for today. Oh, that boxing commercial reminds me. I saw the, I saw the 20-second fight from last night. Well, it wasn't even, it was like 6 seconds before Homeboy took a dive and got knocked out on purpose. Yeah, I'd say picking up Bowman right now on a bet would be a wise decision.
More than fast moment from Martinsville. Number 19,
he's running very well.
Was able to make an incredible save with 103 laps remaining, proving it takes more than speed to succeed. Vote for this week's More Than Fast moment at Xfinity Racing on Twitter. Xfinity, proud premier partner of NASCAR.
Xfinity.
113 of 400 laps complete in Richmond. Here are the Xfinity fastest laps.
Fastest laps of the day. Hamlin, Truex, Elliott, Logano, Blank. So I guess Elliott can put together a good qualifying lap.
We're in full sunshine right now.
And the sun is blazing down on that racetrack. It's sunnier than it's been all day. It's been cloudy all day. Not a cloud in the sky right now. Well, in the distance there is, but it's pretty fucking sunny.
So what are the best and worst pit stalls here at Richmond? There are the three best, beginning with pit stall 1, usually taken by the pole sitter. And those are the three that have not proven to be so successful.
They cut to a replay of Hamlin on pit road from the last pit stop, and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I mean, obviously, this pit road not having it happen not only one, but two curves as you're coming in and exiting on here makes it pretty unique to others. But those timing lines and where these pit stalls
Eric Almirola in the top 10. Holy fuck. Almirola top 10. He just passed Kyle Busch. He's about to pass Ryan Blaney, who's struggling right now as well. Two Stuart Haas racing cars in the top 10.
Not lost on him that his fastest lap of the race is almost half a second slower than Denny Hamlin's fastest lap, Riggin.
You think Kyle Busch gets tired of seeing his teammates run so well and contend for wins, and he just can't fucking do it right now? Good God, even Christopher Bell won a race this year. Would now be a good time to remind Kyle Busch of that time that Carl Edwards knocked his stupid ass out of the way to win Richmond? That was funny. That's another race I look back where I wish I had been streaming.
On a scale of 1 to 10, his frustration meter drops down to about a 5.
Yeah, exactly. He just drives frustrated.
Kyle Busch drives angry.
That's what gets him to get the result.
That's his secret. He's always angry.
Some of this is just you're venting, right? You're frustrated, and how do you get that frustration out? Well, sometimes you push that button on the side.
Pop-off valve. I always said that was my pop-off valve. I wasn't very good at that.
Neither was I.
Oh, it was so easy. Just reach up and hit the button. And then everybody, you get out and look at your guys, and they won't look at you after they say, what's wrong with you?
Well, Larry, when he says, just give me some more rear downforce and laughs, he's kind of making a joke, but not really, is he?
Well, he is, Mike, but that's the challenge of this place, and it has not changed in years, is you try to help the turn in the middle, and you don't really...
This track does not suit the Generation 6 race car.
When I was talking to Clint earlier,
I'm going to make a bold prediction now that next year you will see the best race in Richmond you have seen since 2012.
Well, and some of the added frustration there, Larry, is it's not that he's in 11th spot right now and wanting to move forward. It's all three of his teammates are ahead of him. Truex is the leader, Hamlin's second, and Christopher Bell's in sixth.
And Eric Almirola right here, finally having a good run, the run that we expect out of him. Needs the top 10, hasn't had one this year. This is a big, big run for them. Got to be able to close the deal, though. These guys, he's run well, but he's really struggled to get to the end of these races.
Right at this point last year in the season,
Hashtag free bacon for life.
top 10 finishes is none just yet. And just ahead of him, Ryan Blaney, for whom statistically Richmond...
Why did Smithfield latch on to Eric Almirola? Like, of all the drivers, why did Smithfield commit to Almirola? And yeah, Isaac, I was stunned by that too. I said, holy shit. Hell, earlier I was like, oh my God, 2 Stewart Haas cars in the top 15. Now there's 2 in the top 10. One of them's in the top 5. It's crazy.
Blaney's average finish here, 25th. 45 of 155 laps.
We go to commercial again.
Stage, Martin Truex leading Denny Hamlin by a slim margin.
It's the Truex and Hamlin show, as I told you it would be. Just get me to Talladega where I can win the big bucks. Damn it. Do not adjust your sets. It's not 2018. There really are 2 Stewart Haas cars in the top 10. So I hear Jimmy Johnson's IndyCar debut is not going so well. Not that I expected it to. Why does Jimmy Johnson just drive like a senile old man that forgot how to drive? He was doing that last year and the year before. Excellent point from my friend Trey. Trey Campbell, shout out to you. If IndyCar can practice and qualify, why can't NASCAR? Excellent point. Jimmy Johnson spun out on lap 10 of the IndyCar race. And I wasn't the only one that saw their Fox go black. It wasn't just my cable. It was just Fox in general. IndyCar, NASCAR both start at 3. What moron let that happen? Good point. I think I'm going to play me some Spider-Man after this race. I'm in a mood to play that game. I'm sorry, I'm ADD. I'm all over the place. I'm scrolling Twitter. Just seeing what I see. Apparently they're shoving Peacock up everybody's ass on the IndyCar broadcast right now. Makes sense. By the way, I canceled my Peacock because my 7-day free trial was about up. And I just wanted to watch WrestleMania, so... Although I gotta admit, for $5 a month, Peacock is one hell of a deal. Yeah, Michael, Almirola was like the anti-Ryan Preece last year. Almirola had 9 straight top 10s. Ryan Preece had like 5 straight dead last place finishes. I woke up in a good mood today for racing. It's like I played Heat 5 this morning for like 2 hours. I raced at Loudon, Phoenix, Martinsville, and Richmond, and Darlington. My specialty. And then I got pissed off about not being able to get food. But I'm bouncing back now. I've had my food.
132 laps complete. And our leader, Martin Truex, that blue number 19.
Truex with about 0.4 of a second lead on Hamlin in heavy lap traffic. Logano, Bowman, Harvick, top 5. Christopher Bale having a great run. Kurt Busch just got into the top 10. He passed Eric Almirola. So Almirola's 11th. Ross Chastain, 13th. Matt DiBenedetto continues to unimpress in 16th place. Kyle Larson had 1 bad pit stop and his day's fucked. He's 17th.
NASCAR champion, the last week's winner, Martin Truex Jr., is achieving his goals both on and off the track. Alongside his longtime
as he returns to his home track in Richmond, Martin Truex Jr.
Foundation, founded Catwalk for a Cause. The event drives awareness to the fight against childhood and ovarian cancers. Over the years, NASCAR drivers and their families have participated to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for the fight against childhood and ovarian cancers.
Did I just see Clint Danson?
That was an attempt. Such a neat program.
I'd really like to be watching an IndyCar race right now, too. I'd like to watch both in the same weekend, NASCAR, IndyCar. Can y'all, like, coordinate better for the sake of television? Austin Cindric, 20th. Hey, Michael, look at that. Cindric's in the top 20. For a car that only runs about 6 races a year and a guy that's only in, like, his 3rd start, that's pretty good. Started dead last. He's 20th.
Top performers. Hamlin 2nd, Bell 6th, Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace.
Ryan Newman goes a lap down, surprisingly easy. Kyle Busch coming to pit road.
And here comes
Kevin Harvick to pit road. Knowing Kyle Busch's luck, there will be a caution. Truex to pit road. Hamlin retakes the lead for the time being.
The leader, Martin Truex, is
Alex Bowman on pit road.
So is Ryan Newman.
I'm not used to this new strategy they play at Richmond where they break the second stage into thirds.
Almirola and more.
So it was totally throwing me off.
The 19 Martin Truex Jr. car is pretty good. He got a better restart there, and that helped him a lot. He's had the lead for quite a while. A 4-tire stop here. Eric Almirola and Denny Hamlin's team on the wall waiting for their driver to make it down as well.
Joey Logano takes over the lead.
Hopefully that's the only time today Joe Logano will lead this race during pit stops.
That's really what he wanted. The whole idea coming into
As he comes to pit road now as well. Hamlin on pit road. Christopher Bell. Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott. Kyle Larson, Austin Cindric, Bubba Wallace. Sex Machine, BJ McLeod on pit road. Hey, Chase Briscoe's car looks like a pumpkin. I only just now noticed because he was running so bad they never show him.
Looks like Will from Austin Dillon. Chase Elliott, William Byron finishing up.
This is where you can't afford mistakes. It's so hard to get on pit road here. The transition as you're going on the racetrack, trying to make the decision. Stay up on the track as long as you can, or get down on that apron where you know it's probably going to be dirty. Very, very important. And it's also equally as important to not beat yourself in this situation.
Well, and Martin Truex Jr. has had some.
Oh, turn 3.
Uh-oh.
Around goes Newman. They were
Ryan Newman,
all
3 wide, gets spun.
bumper of Austin Cindric.
Didn't hit anything.
The first caution.
And
for
uh-oh.
And who benefits? The top 6.
Brad Keselowski, Austin Dillon, Matt DiBenedetto, Tyler Reddick, Corey LaJoie, and Daniel Suarez have not stopped yet. Oh,
But if you're Brad Keselowski, it's what you want.
gosh, put it out. This race just got fucked in the ass, but in a good way.
Had just been on pit road. He came with some of the leaders. So
And some of the beneficiaries of this are really exciting. So Larson, Cindric, and Newman were 3 wide. Newman kind of came down like Cindric wasn't there.
the 33
Spun out, didn't hit anything.
Cindric tried to give him a lot of room.
Caution
to make
came out,
contact
though.
with Newman.
Hey, That's a problem.
Damn.
Trying to get into turn 3 wide. Never works.
A little bit of Newman's fault, a little bit of Cindric. I don't think Cindric did anything wrong. Really aggressive move by Newman. Right in front of Hamlin and Truex, no less. I'm sure they were very disappointed to see that. Newman has like slight damage to the left rear. Cindric gets away without a scratch. I'm with Boyer. That was Newman's fault.
That outside car's going to be the one that loses that battle.
So Christopher Bell will get the free pass, but a lot of good cars are going to have to take the wave around to avoid having to.
I wish one of these dickheads up front would stay out and keep these guys from taking the wave around.
As we have just 6 cars on,
And then hope for a quick caution and then pit then. Because then all the other lead lap cars will stay out and those fuckers will still be a lap down. So fuck them.
Strategy of utilizing new tires versus old tires, it's really good unless the caution comes out.
Ray, why did you pit me?
I just went with the trends, Clint.
Larry Mack and his goddamn trends.
Great break for Brad Keselowski with the caution coming out there. That race car is too loose. He needs to have it fixed getting into the corner right now. Very descriptive about where it's too loose as it gets into the corner. And the 3-car Austin Dillon, he fires off loose. He gets better as he runs, but he's just way too loose to start runs. Jamie Little.
Tyler Reddick in the 8 pulls into his pit box at great.
Like I said, you just never know how a Richmond race is going to play out.
Responsive to the adjustments they made today, but right now they'll focus on tightening them up because freeing them up didn't help. So keep your eye on those.
I feel like it's become far too predictable to predict who runs well at Richmond and who's going to win.
First caution for cause.
But you're either going to get a green race or a clusterfuck.
3 wide into turn 3. Risky business.
Back to Twitter. I got to make it more of a habit to get my phone out. Scroll Twitter during these commercials. Disappointed. I got a week's worth of outside work to do, and there's no rain till Saturday. And I'm like, damn. Ain't gonna catch a break this week. I remember a couple years ago when I said Kyle Busch wouldn't reach Jimmy Johnson on the all-time wins list. Looks like we're getting back on schedule for him to not reach Jimmy Johnson on the wins list. Random Monster Energy chicks. And not the good ones.
90 laps to go in stage.
Well, they look good, but, you know, they're not that one with the red hair that used to be on all the races.
We will restart with
Truex, Harvick, Hamlin, Bowman, Logano, Keselowski up front.
Larson on down. Larson, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe. They're all one lap.
Bubba got off to a good start in this race, but it's not going well for him now.
Michael McDowell.
But my God, Corey LaJoy, top 10.
One lap down after everything sorts out from green flag pit stops.
Well, right there at the top 10.
For Ryan Newman.
Certainly hurt some guys, helped others. Austin Dillon's one of them that I look at.
Yeah, Corey LaJoy's 10th, Matt DiBenedetto 9th, Reddick and Austin Dillon benefit from that.
He was too loose right there. Now he's got
But the top 5 were the 5 that were up there before.
all those problems.
They're just in a jumbled up order.
We
documented how the 2 car and a couple others, caught that caution. Now they have fresh tires. The other guys ahead of them, about 4 or 5 of them, have 3 to 4 laps on their tires. Will we see a big difference in speed from those brand new fresh Goodyears versus those that have a few laps on them?
Joey Logano will roll off 5th. We'll listen to his spotter, TJ Majors. Kevin Harvick has just led his 19th lap of
Harvick.
the entire season.
Outside line with his Joey Logano glasses. Spins the tires. Truex takes the lead. 3 wide for 3rd. Woo! Keselowski made some nice moves there. He's 4th. He was the 3 wide guy. Hamlin passed Harvick to 2nd. Now we're back to the Truex Hamlin show. Nothing new up front. We thought we might get a shaken up running order there.
That was busy.
Yes. 3 wide, way back in pack. And one of those was Newman, who took a little swipe out of Ricky Stenhouse's car.
A lot of guys still a lap down. That's crazy.
Those new tires for Brad Keselowski, he was able to go 3 wide.
And now it's getting cloudy again.
The first quarter, but since then it sort of leveled off for him.
This is the shot in the arm that he needed. It's always amazing just how much.
Kyle Larson's a lap down in 21st. Jesus. LaJoy, Dillon, and DiBenedetto were 3 wide there.
I thought we were going to see the same thing with Corey LaJoy that we just saw with Ryan Newman. He turned down in their corner, didn't expect him to be 3 wide, and they almost made contact and sent him around.
Corey LaJoy was running right in this position, 10th or 11th last week at Martinsville, and got caught up in somebody else's.
The 43's outrunning Bubba.
Pit road.
Prime example of
I told you.
that caution and how it shakes things up in these races.
So this is the battle for 1 lap down.
Oh, in case you missed it, Justin Haley blew up, but I don't think they ever mentioned it on the broadcast. I didn't know about it till I got on Twitter a minute ago.
The fight for the free pass right here.
And I can promise you the crew chiefs and spotters are telling them that very information too. We race him hard. We need this spot. Very important.
3 wide behind them into the corner. And they
Jesus.
Christopher Bell way on the bottom, trying to get inside and away from it all. Kyle Busch.
3 wide, Bell, Busher, and Custer.
Richmond very well, but these guys had figured it out.
And that's not even for position for half of those guys.
Wow, we're still 3 wide right here.
It is for Bell.
Man, that's awesome. That is awesome racing right there. Kyle Busch says, hey, you guys are having all the fun being 3 wide. I'm going to buy number 18 car right in the middle.
Yeah, Cole, you might have gone to the luck bank one too many times there, but now it settles out 2 wide. Good thing for everybody. Let's go back up front with Jamie.
Martin Truex Jr. continuing to lead now, but he's been saying he's having to use too much brake to keep his car on the bottom of the racetrack.
I had that same problem this morning in Heat 5, Truex. He's having to use too much brake to get his car to hook the bottom. My Richmond setup in Heat 5 is just like that. It's fast, but I got to use a lot of brake and probably hurt those rear tires more than I'd like to.
There's just too much cooling down the
But I can handle it.
But you're using those brakes really hard, so then they get hot extremely fast, and it's either buildup or a little bit of warp in that rotor that causes that feedback and kickback in the pedal.
And it's not just a little bit. We're talking violent vibration. You're thinking something's going to fall off this thing, and it'll just keep doing it lap after lap, but that's what it is. There is definitely
Keselowski, Logano, 4th place.
They want to be in that sweet spot, that 1200 degrees. I'm talking hot. And if you get them too cool, they usually shake really bad. But that being said, he actually said that he was using too much brake. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I want to be able to get in that corner.
He said corner.
And my car still rolls.
I want to get in that corner.
What happens is you have to hold your brakes on.
Daniel Suarez, top 10. Hello.
Keep it turning. Now we're back to that conversation coefficient of brake temperature equals air pressure.
Yes, people, the leaderboard is correct. Corey LaJoy is 11th.
In the long run, if those air pressures as they build up in those tires, so we'll be
Matt DiBenedetto is trying to appear not overrated in 8th.
his tires of this long run.
And the other thing too, that was to wrap the bottom. Whoa!
Look out.
The 10 air Gamarolo slip up right there. Almost.
Did he slip up though? Because Ross Chastain was all over his rear bumper.
Maybe guess. Diving way down in the corner right
The fuck is Clint Boyer trying to say?
That's good racing. Just kind of the way the year's been for Eric and the team right there. Again, with rolling right there, we just talked about it. Rolling into top 10, everything's fine. Just marching slowly, methodically up through the field. Caution comes
Eric
out.
Jones is in the free pass spot now, 21st.
Blaney got off to a slow restart, dropped 3 spots, but now seems to be maintaining pace with the group he's racing with. But back there at the back end of the lead lap at 18th. Let's take a quick check on the cars that benefited from this caution, including starting with Keselowski, who had been running 8th just prior to pit stops and getting lucky with the caution. He's now 5th. Austin Dillon was 15th. He's now 9th. Matt DiBenedetto was 16th. He is now 8th. Tyler Reddick benefited. He was 18th. He's now 6th. And Corey LaJoy was 24th. He's now 11th. And finally, Daniel Suarez was 26th. He is now in the 10th spot.
Well,
But up front, the winner of 5 of his last 11 Cup short track races, Martin Truex.
Martin Truex Jr., short track god, road course god, greatest dirt racer in the history of racing. And he's accomplished all of that in just about the last year and a half. Wouldn't you know it? Ain't that something? Ain't that cozy? Truex complaining about his brakes shaking again, so that's good for my money's sake, because Hamlin's second, ready to take advantage. As NFL plans for full stadiums, the Alabama spring game sets pandemic attendance record. Well, you know what? If NFL stadiums are going to have full attendance, I get to go on my cruise. Just seeing if I see anything about the IndyCar race on Twitter right now. Cindric apologized to Ryan Newman, even though it was Newman's fault. Cindric did say that he felt like his tires locked up when he got on the brake going in that corner. Why did my fucking thing go to full screen? Corey LaJoy, hot fantasy prospect today, just as we all thought.
By Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Welcome back to the Toyota Owner Drivers 400. Let's check in on Clint's game and see who's going to have the best finish in stage 2 of this group. I'd say it's still in doubt.
Sure hope y'all paid attention to the Gibbs boys. Hendrick guys are struggling a little bit.
But yeah, I don't know which one you pick here,
though.
though.
Joey, well, Blaney's in there too.
Well, but between Mark Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin, yeah, Truex looks...
Alex Bowman still 6th place. Best Hendrick car.
Denny really closes in, so that could swap the lead here at the end of
Denny appears a little better than Truex through traffic.
Brewing on the racetrack. There's Eric Almirola and everybody. There's Eric Jones and Corey LaJoie. There's Ross Chastain and the car in front of him. There's a lot going on here.
I was about to make the joke. Ross Chastain and literally everyone, right?
And then you have 3 wide into 3.
Byron, Bill, LaJoie, 3 wide. 4 position. Bill takes the spot.
They were making contact coming off of turn 4. Here's a shot of that. See how it gets to the outside of his teammate, and then Corey gets a little bit loose, so opens up the door.
I love that paint scheme Corey has. That's like the best back marker paint scheme I've ever seen, although he's not a back marker today.
Here comes William Byron to be a part of this.
Saw Kyle wiggle pretty good getting off into turn 1 right there. That's pretty typical of turn 1. Easy to get loose in there, especially when you drive it off in there that hard.
Now Ross Chastain's working to stay on the lead lap. He and Ricky Stenhouse are the last 2 lead lap cars. He's on the lead lap, but the other cars they're racing against got trapped 1 lap.
60 to go in stage 2. God, the stage is long. And a lot of guys are stuck a lap down. Good cars.
Good racing right there, Ross Chastain.
And they're racing hard. This is all for, like, lucky dog right here. Eric Jones is the lucky dog guy, but the 3 cars behind him are all over each other. Bubba, Briscoe, and Ross Chastain.
And before he left Indiana, Chase took the record for the youngest driver to win in a 410 sprinter ever from Jeff Gordon.
Mustang week, how about that?
Yep.
Yeah, I raced with Chase Briscoe's family and those race cars for years. Boy, they always had great equipment and were one of the best cars that you compete against week in and week out around the local tracks in Indiana.
So wait a minute, so if they beat the legendary Jeff Gordon, it was good they had the best equipment out there?
I didn't say that. We all had pretty good equipment.
Well, Dave Blaney and others drove those cars and did well with them. Tubi, fastest way to stream all your favorite movies and shows, and it's totally free. Yep, seriously. Download Tubi now and enjoy a streaming service that is, for real, 100% free.
For the record, Clint, I only say that about you when you beat me.
Had to have been equipment.
Yay, Chase Elliott 15th. He was like 18th.
And Austin
He's going to be fighting to stay on the lead lap if this goes green all the way to the end of the stage. There's Truex and Hamlin, and then Logano is about 6 seconds behind them.
Hey, Andy Beecher, this is the guys up the Fox Sports.
Hey, let's talk to Andy. Don't you miss the old ESPN days?
Oh, man, it's going pretty good. Seeing some
I
great
don't.
action out there. And 2 of your guys have put together a pretty nice race. I think that caution worked in your favor. But tell us about the way the day's going. We saw where the 3 of Austin Dillon was really strong on one of those first runs. And then we've seen him fall back a little bit here. So tell us about what's going on with both your cars.
Yeah, Jeff, we're chasing it just a little bit here. You know, the conditions, the nighttime racing's a little different than, you know, what our setup was here the last time at night. That caution for sure helped us because, you know, we were able to catch that, and it was tough because we saw those guys coming down pit road. And, you know, when you lose all that time to them, you know, you get real nervous. But, you know, that's the time that it's usually the most chance to have a caution because you got that disparity in speed. So it was definitely a must for us.
Well, I know it's so hard to say you planned it that way, but how close were you to coming down pit road? Were you hoping to stay out there and maybe catch a caution, and it actually worked out?
Well, what we had planned on doing was just making one pit stop, and the other guys that pitted, you saw that pitted early, we're going to make big pit stops at that stage. So we were on our strategy. It just happened to work out that the caution came out for us.
Well, hey,
Well, that is a testament to the I'm sorry, I was just about to dive back into my Andy Petrie stock lines. Hard lick.
That's Andy Petrie with Richard Silver's Racing.
He used to say that a lot. Hard lick. Remember when Danica wrecked at Daytona? And he goes, "Gah, no." I'll never forget that shit. I was like, what the fuck was that? It was Andy Petrie going, "Gah." Truex Hamlin on pit road. Hold on, fuck the commercial. William Byron on pit road. Wow, Fox cut out of a commercial to see something? Truex and Hamlin and Byron sprung pit stops on them. They had to cut out of the commercial. Goddamn cheating Toyotas. It's the Toyota Owners 400, ain't it? Cheaters.
And Mike, honestly, I thought that was about 5 or 6 laps early. I thought they would go to about lap 191. That would split it dead in half, but they decided to come just a little early.
So Brad Keselowski has not been in, neither has Christopher Bell. What's going on with the 2-car, who is now our leader?
Come on, let's get another fucked up caution and screw this over again. I want a caution every time we get on this weird pit sequence.
Certainly different in opinion and strategy. I like it though. You know, you can't win these races without being edgy, without doing something different to set yourself apart. So Denny example of that.
Denny unlaps himself from Brad right there on the left of your screen.
And that's such a crucial pass right now because
Yeah, take note, Denny and Martin Truex are back on the lead lap after pitting.
Then the next thing you want to do is just
make a note of that.
Keeps going green, so those guys have to get to pit road.
So now we have the situation Andy Petrie talked about. You've got 5 cars out there that have not pitted, plus some lap cars that have not, and everybody else rushing forward on fresh tires.
Man, how about this 11 car on pit road today? They have been phenomenal. 11.8, even bettering that time they had earlier at 11.9. How about that consistency, huh? And that's what gets you the lead. So a little frustration maybe from the 19 of Mark Church Jr. on pit road.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin beat Truex out of the pits. So Hamlin will cycle through to the leader.
Well, we're likely to get a few more pit stops, and we don't want you to miss those either. So how about we take this next break with
Side by side. Look at Fox actually doing something good. It's almost like they care. Remember when they used to care? It's almost like they care again. At some points, they care. Keselowski, Kurt Busch, and Blaney have not pitted yet. Well, that Ryan Newman-Cindric caution ruined a lot of guys' days. Especially like Larson, Bubba, Cindric. Stenhouse. I am nice car. Hamlin will be the leader when these 3 pit. the sun is out again. It's really bright and sunny again. I mean, it's so cool outside. It's not really changing things dramatically when the sun comes out. I can't fucking tell a difference in how anybody's handling. Although there's a lot more blue sky now than there was earlier. Why can't we get all that rain that's usually at racetracks every weekend during the week here? Because I don't want to fucking have to go to work.
Except Brad Keselowski. And he is our leader. He's up 12.5 seconds on Denny Hamlin. Ryan Blaney also has not made that second stop. We see he was in a back on lap 138. Interesting strategy, Larry.
Well, it is, Mike, because we still have 38 laps to go to the end of the stage, and right now Denny Hamlin is catching Brad Keselowski over a second a lap. Hamlin is 11 seconds behind, but if a caution comes out anytime over the next few laps, everybody's going to come to pit road. Keselowski, Blaney, and everybody that just made their green flag pit stop. So this it's a little risky. You can see how much faster those new tires are with Brad Keselowski and the two being on old tires. But if they catch that caution like they did earlier, they're in the catbird seat again.
That right there is what you got to be careful.
Well, what are the trends?
Do the math on, because he got caught up in that.
Well, right now, 30 cars are a lap down. There's only 8 on the lead lap, but this has not cycled all the way through because Keselowski has not pitted yet. When Keselowski pits, there'll be about 18 or 19 cars on the lead lap. Right now, there's only 8. Make that 9. Austin Dillon just got his lap back. Ryan Blaney's going to run to the end of the stage. He's 5th right now. 35 to go in the stage. Has not pitted. Suarez and Byron and Kyle Busch get their laps back. They pass Keselowski. Hamlin's about 6.5 seconds back and rapidly catching him. Starting to think Brad's going to go all the way through. Yeah, I think Brad and Blaney both are going to run to the end of the stage. So Hamlin should win this stage pretty easily.
Talk about launching off the corner.
Yeah, Jeff, you never know if we get an outbreak of cautions in that final stage, but even the drivers that just made their green flag pit stops and we're right past the halfway, I mean, they still have 4 sets of tires left. The trends show you don't even come close to using all your allotment of tires. They had 9 sets, including what they started the race on. They basically made 4 trips to pit road. You still have 4 sets left.
Yeah, unless we get a string of cautions like we saw last week at Martinsville in the last 50 or 100 laps, that'd be about the only thing that would cause them to use up all those tires.
Larry's glass is half full. I like that.
Well, Robert, I hope he sweeps the stages and wins. Well, like I said, lunch money.
At this stage, if you're the number 2 car, Brad Keselowski, you're barely even getting...
Almirola back on the lead lap now. 14 cars on the lead lap. Brad's still out front by less than 3 seconds now. Hamlin's really closing in.
Tires are completely wore out. Everybody around.
And Brad's got to do this for another 30 laps.
Situations you don't want to be in. You're just trying to find a hole so you can get back in your rhythm and make the best lap times possible for your guys. But you just can't do it.
Hamlin's got a good 1.5 seconds maybe over Truex. Let me look at the gap by there. Hamlin, 1 Mississippi, yeah, about 1.5 seconds.
Now it's only down to about 1.5 seconds.
That's because of that traffic that he's in. He can't get down and run that rhythm.
When was the last time you saw this? That the leader of the race was the moving chicane.
Maybe here in Richmond.
I say Richmond.
Jeff, I never questioned how you won 93 races, but right now, Brad Keselowski, the most wide open throttle he's getting around this 3/4 mile track is about 80–85%. He can't even get 100%.
Hamlin takes the lead. 28 laps to go in stage 2. We're 7 laps past halfway.
Keselowski still 0.8 of a second up on Martin Truex. That number's coming down.
The sun is shining.
But this is where this gets precarious, because if
My pick's leading the race.
you were in 4th place
I had ribs and cheese fries for lunch. It's a good day.
Even maintain being in the top 5, or possibly go a lap down if Hamlin keeps putting these kind of laps together.
Well, I tell you what it does, it sends that signal to everybody. It ain't just you learning this lesson, it's everybody on pit road sees you doing it. Like, hey, whatever we do in that segment, do not do that.
And the problem is their bed is made. They can't pit now because they would go almost 2 laps down. You've made this commitment. You're stuck.
You've made your bed.
Sheets, Larry. We need a different bed.
Boy, Denny Hamlin picking him up, putting him down as he puts Eric Jones now 2 laps down. That leaves only 5 cars, 1 lap down from Ross Chastain back to Austin Cindric in 21st are the 1 lap down cars.
Oh, I'm jealous of that pizza. I got to cut back on the pizza. I had Pizza Hut like twice this week, and I had Louis once. But at Louis, I got a calzone. That's basically pizza.
Thanks to Travis for that front bumper cam placement on the 99. And Coca-Cola flavors cam for Suarez. All right, Denny.
16 cars on the lead lap. Chase Elliott's the last car on the lead lap, and Hamlin is right behind him. Elliott's going to get lapped here. Hello, DFS. Another typical Richmond race, but not the good kind. For a short track, it doesn't feel very short tracky. Good point. Okay, so Barry McCockiner on Twitter, he just tweeted at O.J. Simpson because O.J. Simpson posted a video and he's not wearing a mask. And Barry said, "Juice, please put your mask on. You could potentially harm innocent people who are near you. And I know you've never hurt an innocent person before, so don't start now. Thanks, O.J." Oh, God. And then Barry tweeted, "Hey, my doorbell just rang. Hold on a minute. Let me go get it." Oh, it's fucking hilarious, dude. Barry, you're my hero, man. Tough scene, Barry. O.J. Simpson's going to kill Barry. And then O.J. blocked him on Twitter. I'm not blocked by O.J. Simpson, but then again, I'm smart enough to keep my mouth shut. Tough scene. Calzone is basically 2 pizzas, Braden. You're right about that. That's why I gotta hold off on that shit. Matter of fact, I'm starting another fast. After, I just had that Chili's a little while ago. I'm not eating again until about this time tomorrow. Staying skinny's kind of shitty some days, but I can do it. I've made it this far. Talladega next Sunday at 2. I mean, there's a NASCAR race is going to start before 3 o'clock. You're shitting me. What a wild concept. Talladega's going to be going by 2:45 next week. It's crazy. Too bad it's probably going to rain, but we know. We know. Ow. I love that bass slide in the NASCAR on Fox music. Ow. Chase Elliott, 15th last car on the lead lap. 15 to go. Brad Keselowski's still in the top 5. He's 5th. He can make it. He's still in the top 10. He's 6th now. There's 15 to go. I think he can hold on. Elliott, last car on the lead lap in 15th. He's probably going to give Hamlin a hard time. He's still in front of Hamlin. 14 to go. Jimmy Johnson's, what, 19th out of 24 cars? I mean, he's a rookie.
I am not liking this bed we made ourselves at all. But I am really glad that they made this, call and went for this gamble.
Hamlin, Truex, Logano, Bowman, Harvick still top 5. Matt DiBenedetto, 6th place as soon as he gets around. Keselowski's slow ass.
Ryan Blaney, the other driver on that strategy, has gone one lap down. He is not in the free pass position. That is 16th place Kurt Busch, one spot ahead of Blaney.
Chase Elliott beating the back bumper off of Daniel Suarez to try to put Suarez last car on the lead lap with Denny Hamlin breathing down their necks. Hamlin's got to run to the outside of Elliott off before Elliott's going to get lapped right here. Although Suarez is right in front of Hamlin. Hamlin can't make the pass. He can't lap him yet. They're too wide in front of him. Elliott clears Suarez to buy himself a little more time, although Hamlin's following him right through underneath Suarez. Truex is coming. Elliott and Suarez are doing a great job of slowing down Denny Hamlin. Yep, Suarez and Elliott clear Hamlin. Truex is coming. 10 to go in stage 2. Preview for the end of the race, potentially. Hamlin's making another run at Suarez down the back. Truex has it under 3/10 now. And now Suarez is 1 lap down. Hamlin clears him. He'll still have to deal with Elliott. 9 more laps.
Tiptoeing through traffic is going to have Martin Truex Jr. right on his bumper. Jamie?
Just ahead of Elliott is Tyler Reddick. Boy, Chase has really picked it up. He's running guys down. Hamlin's still running him down, but Chase is running other guys down. He's at Tyler Reddick now. And yeah, I'm starting to think, Brad's going to get lapped. Unless Chase Elliott and Tyler Reddick just do such a brilliant job. I'm sure Brad's going to ask his crew chief, please never do this to me again. Hamlin on the bumper, Elliott, 8 to go. To the inside, turn 3. He's got to get around Elliott. He's cleared Elliott. Elliott's first car lap down now. 7 laps.
Hamlin is on rails.
But I tell you, if you're Jeremy Bullins right here, you're just praying. The guys like Chase Elliott.
Elliott's going to be racing hard for the lucky dog spot.
Mired in traffic.
I think he's okay. I think he's got sufficient space on Hamlin, not necessarily in time, but in cars separating them.
Well, it's going to come right down to that.
Almirola passes Keselowski. Keselowski's 11th. Hamlin's looking out at Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon just in front of him. They're 12th and 13th. Hamlin would love to get to Keselowski and put his ass a lap down. Good God, Brad's so slow, he's slowing up a Rick Ware racing car. The 15 car had to check up to not run over the 2.
All right, I take it back. They're 3 wide into 1 with Keselowski on the outside.
And wow. Davison and Austin Dillon put Keselowski behind them. Oh, yeah, poor Brad. He's going to get lapped. I thought he might be able to hang on with so many cars, but he can't do it. He's now last car on the lead lap. 12th place. Hamlin just lapped Tyler Reddick, and he's going around the outside of Keselowski right now with 4 to go on the stage. Yeah. Lil J, how are you doing? It has been a while. Holy shit. It just hit me how long it's been.
Oh, crap. There goes the inning. Well, too bad for that strategy.
Well, Brad's not going to get the free pass either because Reddick and Elliott split him on both sides. Now Chase Elliott is the first car 1 lap down with 3 to go on the stage.
I'd say it's over and over, but we're not there yet.
2 to go. Stage 2.
It's only temporary.
How is the IndyCar race?
I mean, Brad had to lay over for all that traffic, faster traffic coming by him, and Hamlin had no trouble catching him and driving on.
If Austin Dillon can hold off Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott will get the free pass. Well, Jay, I've been working a lot and doing this. One to go on the stage.
You have no clue the impact that those cars have on tires. You know, how do you gauge it?
Chase Elliott still in the free pass position.
Battle for the free pass coming.
Where's Hamlin with Austin Dillon at? Austin Dillon will stay on the lead lap. Denny Hamlin wins stage 2, and Chase Elliott should get the free pass. Ooh, he just held off Kurt Busch to get the free pass.
Man, I'll tell you who got some points there for the first time. Eric Almirola and Matty D's up there in 6th place. Those are 2 names that needed a big run.
Well, that was stage 2. That was kind of interesting there.
Guess who has now won 3 of the
It was worth talking about anyway.
stages at Richmond? That's all right there.
Well, Robert, your nightmare is almost complete. Denny Hamlin has won the first 2 stages. Can he win the fucking race and get me $6? Jeff Gluck, in all honesty, thank goodness for this Keselowski strategy. Not sure what else we'd all be talking about right now. That's what I'm saying. This is one of those days where you need to go cut your grass and then just come back in and see how the race is going with about 100 to go, you know. Yeah, Brad Keselowski is really going to be able to use that extra set of tires in a race with no cautions. Good call, 2 team. Really outside the box shit there. A lot of guys a lap down. Pretty much everybody. This is boring. If something would happen to Truex and Hamlin, you'd see a very good race. I feel like everybody else is almost even, especially with Logano, Bowman, Harvick. Need to do like that Indianapolis race a couple years ago where Truex and Kyle Busch wrecked going into turn 1 after leading the whole race. Hadn't laughed like that since I was a little girl. That was a good day. Casey Kane won that race. Days like today are tough streams. We got nothing to talk about. But thank you, Brad Kozlowski and team, Jeremy Bullins or whoever, for making this really fucking interesting with your really stupid pit strategy. Oh, what? Another shooting in the U.S.? What is that, our 25th this week? Yeah, Lil J, we've been doing GTA 5 Chaos mod. We'll probably pick that up again tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to feel like streaming again today after the race. But tomorrow, definitely. After the race, I'm probably just going to want to chill out the rest of the night.
This race car's been too tight in the center all day long. They haven't been able to get it to turn for him. Joey Logano, he says he's fighting everything right now. He did say he likes the turn of his race car. Otherwise, not happy in 48. Alex Bowman, he's too free in and it won't turn. Jamie.
Denny Hamlin's led 106 laps today. A little loose in the three, but he said it's actually a good thing. Where he wants help is late exit, just getting it off the corner a little bit more than 19. Martin Truex Jr. rear tires. Once they wear, he turn it, drive off in center.
Denny Hamlin keeps the lead. Truex second, Logano third. Waiting. Harvick fourth. Kyle Busch up to fifth. No surprise there. Byron DiBenedetto, Bell, Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon 10th. Chase Elliott gets the free pass. We have strayed so far from God's lot.
This is Jeff and Mike and Clint up here in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, looking very reminiscent of last week at Martinsville. Denny Hamlin, very strong, your teammate, but you stole that one away from him in that final stage. How about today?
Yeah, we'll see, Jeff. You know, it's just working on it here, trying to get it the way we want. I feel like we just kind of been back and forth there. And, you know, 11's been really fast up pit road, so that's been a little bit of a disadvantage. But overall, I feel like we're close. We just can't quite get 3 and 4 the way we need to. We'll keep working on it here.
Well, hey, if it makes you feel any better, nobody that's ever swept the first 2 stages have gone on to win, so you got a chance. Good luck.
Yeah, there's always a chance. Appreciate it, guys. Have fun up there.
Back-to-back weeks of racing your teammate hard for a win.
No, that's for margaritas. Hamlin and Truex leading in Richmond.
Days like today, I'm glad I'm not on the commentary team. This race has been so uneventful, there's just nothing to talk about. It was nice to hear, like, on Dale Jr.'s podcast when he talks about whenever a boring race happens, how tough it is. It's like, finally, I get insight from an actual analyst of being like, yeah, when a race is kind of dull, it's pretty shit to be up there. It's like, what do we talk about? My day was great so far. Man, I'd really like to stream GTA today, but I don't think my voice is going to hold up. I don't know if I'll feel like it. Plus, the next mission we got to do in GTA is Nervous Ron, and that's the mission that's really taxing with the Chaos mod turned on. Oh, man. I'll just wait till tomorrow. Hey, Robert, it wasn't a jab. It was just a bold statement of facts. You know, I clean my room all the time, and yet there always seems to be fucking mail and paper in that one corner of my room. I've been so fucking lazy because we worked a lot lately. I have not vacuumed. I haven't done shit in here. I just kind of come home from work, flop down, watch TV, play video games, go to bed, get up, and do it again the next day. I haven't taken the time to do shit in here. Haven't checked the inside of my PS5 for dust in a while, but my room's not that dusty anymore. I don't run the fans in here. I certainly don't run that damn ceiling fan, which was the big cause of all the dust. And it wasn't even cooling me off. A ceiling fan sucks. Dark Viper. Yeah, Lil J, my two inspirations for wanting to stream the Chaos mod were Vash and Dark Viper. Dark Viper's channel fascinates me with all the speed running and stuff that he does. I learned a lot about the ins and outs of GTA 5 from him. I'm a guy who's played GTA 5 a million fucking times, but nowhere near as much as he's played it, and I don't speed run it, so I'm always learning something by watching him. And every now and then, I will incorporate speed run strategies into my casual runs. Like if you just kind of want to get a move on, you know, a good speed run thing you can do, and throw that in every now and then. Probably going to play GTA 4 soon. That's definitely going to be a thing in the near future. We'll play GTA 4. Damn, I got to sneeze, but it doesn't want to come out. It's being really weird. Speed running just seems like a life I don't want to live. I have thought about doing no-hit runs in the Batman games. That's something I've toyed with. If I get hit in a Batman game, I got to reset and start the game over. That'd be fun. Maybe it'd be fun. I don't know.
Big opportunity for a track. Somebody's going to get $50,000 in the track. Make sure you go vote for your local. So 2 penalties.
Penalties. Alex Bowman, uncontrolled tire. Well, that just killed his... Well, I mean, hell, there's only 12 cars on the lead lap. He'll be fine. Nah, he's fine. Ricky Stenhouse. Removing equipment. Stenhouse is already a lap down. There's only 12 cars on the lead lap, so Bowman's fine.
We'll restart 12th tail end of the lead lap.
You know, that's 2 weeks in a row where we've seen that hose get caught under the front splitter of a race car.
Here we go. Stage 3, 153 to go. Hamlin, Truex, Logano, Harvick, Kyle Busch, William Byron.
Here they come to the Geico restart zone, including Chase Elliott, who was the free pass.
Elliott was the free pass, so he's back on the lead lap. Harvick, 3 wide. Oh, no, he backs out. He peeked under Truex to go 3 wide with Logano. He backed out. Come on, Harvick, you got to take the chance. That's the only way you're going to get in front of Truex and get anywhere near Hamlin, and he didn't take it. Logano through to second around the outside of Truex. And Kyle Busch sweeps to the inside of Truex for third. Hey, Kyle Busch coming along. Who'd have thought I'd be cheering for Kyle Busch to get up here and make this race interesting? Who would have thought? Get some. It's remarkable on a day like today to be on the lead lap when there's only 12 of you. 3 Hendrick cars are 3 of the 12 on the lead lap. Keselowski's in the free pass position in 13th. We're coming to 150 to go. Can't believe Almirola's up here on the lead lap. Logano, like Boyer just pointing out, good short run speed, but hasn't been able to pass Hamlin all day. He can get to Hamlin, but he can't get by. But Logano fired off even stronger that time than he has the other short runs of today, because he's gotten around Truex.
Big knot of traffic here. 6 cars under a blanket, then 4 more single file. 3 wide.
Chastain diving in 3 wide. He's a lap down. He's in 16th.
29 new friends. Pending eligibility are going to split your money and take home $77.50 each. Congratulations.
Yeah. Easy money. Free.
I see why you're doing this game now. Trying to
Logano got his nose underneath Hamlin going down the back. Don't tell me Denny's going to puss out again. Joey's to Hamlin's inside. Hamlin gets a good run off 4, though. He clears Logano. Holds the lead. Joey's fighting a little harder now. Wants that clean air.
Adjustments on that stage right there, keeping up with this racetrack, as you heard Denny Hamlin talk about. Man, I'm telling you, going to the front.
And Joey's got an even stronger run down the back, going to 3 now to Hamlin's inside. Finally, a battle for the lead.
He does not want to give up that clean air.
One thing I was noticing earlier is exactly what you saw right there.
Now Joey goes to the outside of 2 to look for a way around Hamlin. Can't get there.
They got a lot of bottom end, which is so important on a track like this. Flip side of that is you got to be able to put it to the ground too. Put the throttle down, not spin the tires.
Hamlin holds the lead. Here comes Truex. He's catching both of them now.
That's that drive off that you look for. While that's going on, the 19, Mark Truex Jr. coming right up into the picture.
Same exact scenario too.
Joey had a great 3 and 4 that time. 144 to go. It's a little early to bump and run, but Joey's showing the desire to do so.
Seems like Joey's hanging on there a little bit longer for this run, but pretty good battle here. 6th place, Matt DiBenedetto and Christopher Bell.
Best run of the year for DiBenedetto. 6th place.
Been beat up pretty good this year. Got that 21 car run up front.
Logano looking to the inside of Hamlin again.
And you see Denny, he moves up.
And Denny got a little wide that time, but he's going to get a nice run off. He's going to hold on for now.
As he tries to make this pass happen on the inside.
There's the difference. Drive off.
And now Truex puts the bumper to Logano, just a little touch. And he's going to dive bomb Joey. That's a saving grace for Denny Hamlin. Truex got to Logano's inside. Finally, good racing. Clint Boyer likes to say real estate. Jeff Gordon likes to say, look at this. They have their signature catchphrases. Real estate. Look at this. Truex's car gets better as the run goes.
Just like we saw the lap before, he doesn't have that track to move up and be able to put the throttle down. Has to lift a little bit way the 22 goes.
Clinton, I was a little surprised. I thought Truex had a run to the outside.
And now Logano clears Truex, settles back in front of him. Hamlin's still leader, 140 to go.
Chose to do that crossover, go back to the bottom, and it didn't work out.
Well, and he was trying to do exactly what the 22's doing to him. Get to his outside, get to that right rear, take that racetrack away from him, that ability to move up and utilize that exit speed.
So Larry, after seeing what happened to Keselowski in stage 2 on the one-stop strategy, what do you want to do in this final stage?
I think once again, Mike, you have to split it in thirds. We went back racing with 153 laps to go. That's 51 laps a run for 3 times. So somewhere probably between lap 295 and 300, 105 laps to go. That's when you come your first time. And then the chess match, when do you come for that second stop, if we stay green? Because every lap come in and get those fresh tires, that's about a 2-second advantage you'll have over the old tires per lap.
138 laps to go in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Well, well, well.
Things get just a little too close.
Stay awake, everybody. I know it's hard today. That was a good little battle there, though. See, Logano's still in front of Truex during the commercial. Denny Hamlin says, car's a little tight at the start. That's why he was all over me. I tell you, it feels more comfortable now. Wonder how Almirola likes his bacon. Does he like it crispy? Does he like it a little floppy? For me, the answer is somewhere in the middle. I don't like my bacon burnt, but just a little bit of flop in the bacon. Just a little. Not too much. I think there's a balance you got to get with that bacon.
Laps to go on the uniquely shaped three-quarter mile Richmond Raceway. Denny Hamlin leading Joey Logano by 0.6 of a second. Well, low-hanging fruit. Who are the credit one?
Low-hanging fruit. They just make a Tenacious D reference.
His previous wins here, Richmond second twice in stage 2. Guess what? He finished second today in stage 2. I'm picking Mark Truex Jr. to go back-to-back here today.
Jeff, Virginia's for lovers. I'm giving out the love today. I'm not trying to pick a race winner. Matt DiBenedetto, if it can happen to a race team, it has happened to them in these first 8 races. He's looking for his first top 10 of the year. His first top 10.
I had ribs and cheese fries today. I'm great. I'm full.
Guys, are you not watching this race? Denny Hamlin, 11 car. He's my man. FedEx. We're racing with heavy hearts this weekend.
Karen, it's been really tough for me lately to not get into the die-cast collecting business, but I don't want to spend the money, and I don't really have anywhere nice to put them. But I've had to stop myself lately because I've seen some die-cast pop up on eBay and shit like that where I'm like, I'd like to have that.
Like DiBenedetto, Eric Almirola has not had a top 10 finish this season. That changes today. He finished 8th here last year. Gets his first top 10 of the year this afternoon.
Flavor hails from Smithfield.
And those are your Credit One Bank ones to watch.
Denny Hamlin pulling away now, 0.8 of a second over Joey Logano.
These cars slide the back of that car off of the turn 2 over here.
Only 12 on the lead lap.
Great shot.
Look down that backstretch. Have you ever seen a racetrack with cabanas? Well, Richmond has them down the backstretch. They were each given for the day to a lucky Toyota owner to bring his family and do a little tailgating out there under the cabanas.
That's cool.
They're having a great time.
I like that. Yeah, we call those
Exciting, isn't it?
I know up there in the Hamptons stuff where you're used to hanging out.
Yeah, nobody picked Joey. Nobody likes Joey.
Pool boy, bring it.
Sorry, I don't like drivers with receding hairlines. Except Ryan Newman.
Great recovery for him. Listen to this audio.
Why does Alex Bowman look Asian in that picture? Ha ha ha.
That's great.
Hey, you guys see Alan Bestwick is going to be the lead announcer for the SRX. Alan Bestwick making a comeback to racing. You'll love to see it.
Well, everybody in the top 5 right now has won at Richmond. Between Hamlin, Logano, Truex, Kyle Busch, and Harvick, 16 Richmond victories in that group.
So what you're saying is cream rises to the top?
Oh, yeah.
Jamie?
How about Chase Elliott in the 9, the 48's teammate? He is hanging on to that lucky dog position right now. It has been a struggle, just tight in the middle. And then racing for the lucky dog earlier, he had some right rear action, guys, but it just hasn't been there so far today.
This is what champions are all about, though. Hanging in there, hanging tough, staying in the game. He could just as easily be with their car that they have today, 2 laps down, we had that car up. Keeping your cool, staying in the game and working together, trying to figure this out and get the most out of a day. That's what championships are all about.
Well, and listen, by hanging tough in there, they've stayed on the lead lap, and you don't want to have damage to that right rear quarter panel or a quarter of the bumper, because that's a critical area for the aerodynamics. But hey, one more time down pit road, they might be able to even improve it a little bit more.
Christopher Bell, Eric Almirola battling for 7th.
Man, what a great drive.
The only time I remember that Chase Briscoe even exists is when I see Almirola or Harvick. I'm like, oh yeah, still were Oscars. Oh yeah, Chase Briscoe, where's he at? Purgatory, that's where.
Well, they're nose to tail right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm telling you, that 10 car is extremely fast right now. This could be easily be a top 5 run for him. Just didn't need it.
Boy, badly.
You gotta stop the bleeding, and then you gotta start digging, right? Dig yourself out of this hole.
If I collect die casts, I want to get the bigger ones. I need a fancy display case or something. But before I get that, I need somewhere to put it. And then I want to fill that motherfucker up. What's going to kickstart it is if I win one of these giveaways for diecast cars. Because every now and then I'll say, like, oh, I'm giving away this diecast car, blah, blah, blah. I'll enter that on Twitter or Facebook, whatever. And one of these days I'll get lucky and win one, and then after that I'll just have to start buying them. Because having one is not going to be good enough. Hello, Major. You sure haven't fucking missed anything, but welcome anyway. And yeah, Keselowski's pretty damn fast for a lap car. Oh, that extra set of tires is really going to serve them well as this race goes green all the way to the end. Brilliant call. That'll be on Come On Man. Oh, I'm sorry. Put It Out next week. Thank God Talladega's next week. And we just get to surf with. Although if Talladega's anything like Daytona was. $77.50. Life-changing money. Oh, boy. Well, I bet IndyCar's ratings will suck today. I don't expect NASCAR ratings to be, like, through the roof, but more people are going to watch NASCAR than IndyCar. All right, we're back. There's a race going on. Not that you can tell for most of today.
Pit stop, and so is Daniel Suarez. Ryan Newman, 31st. So green flag stops have begun. Regan.
On the right side, you see Austin Dillon. They have been fighting a loose race car all day long, have not been able to get that car under control. And Daniel Suarez in the 99, that race car's been good on entry, good enough that they can free it up more for the middle and help us turn.
Kyle Larson in along with Alex Bowman. and William Byron. Here comes Chase Briscoe and more.
Yeah, Mike, once one comes, you just cannot be that far behind because, again, two plus seconds a lap you're giving up.
Corey LaJoy, Cole Custer, Christopher Bell now, and Kurt Busch in the pit lane. So is Tyler Reddick. But most of the lead lap cars staying out. Nope,
Only 107 laps to go. You guys want to stream GTA? I'm kidding. Not during the race. Plowing. That's what we used to say when we talked about fucking somebody. Did you plow her? Always like that word for that. Oh, high school. I was the kid that left school early on Mondays to go home and watch rain-delayed races. That was me. Everybody's pitting. I kind of wasn't paying attention. Is that a slow stop for Truex? Is it me or was Truex's stop a little slow? Yeah, Kyle Busch just passed Truex.
Instead, they actually stayed out a lap or two. You see Kyle Busch, he was one of the first.
Truex has dropped to fourth, Logano second, Kyle Busch third. Hamlin's 2.5 seconds ahead of Logano. Oh, and Martin Truex Jr., too fast entering pass-through penalty. Game over, Martin Truex Jr. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing, Martin Truex Jr. See you next week. Good win, Hamlin. $6 richer in about 103 laps, I'll be. And Truex serves his penalty. Slow pit stop and spit on pit road. Big yikes. Tough scene. You hate to see it.
To hit your timing lines and things like that. He was low and then migrated to the outside. It could have been right there. Yeah, I mean, they're dealing in hundreds and thousands of a second.
There's the leader right behind him there. Tailing the lead lap now, Martin Truex Jr. 13th place. Good thing for him, there's only 12 other cars on the lead lap.
Section 9 on pit road is where he was above the legal limit.
The legal limit. Tell you what, EDP's not worried about being above the legal limit, is he? Huh?
Number of drivers, including Brad Keselowski.
Michael, yeah, rake in the dough. Sweeten the pot.
He tried to get down to the apron, but he carried too much speed.
That idiot Bubba almost missed pit road.
Almost didn't make it.
And that's the difference.
Very disappointed in them today, the 23 team.
You know, I would always try
It's becoming a recurring theme.
stay on there because when I tried to make that transition, stay on the track and get
Yeah,
down,
Almirola just put the
exactly what you
bumper
saw
to
a couple
Alex
laps
Bowman.
ago.
Didn't really move him,
The
though.
car doesn't want to be on one or the other. It wants to be
Jennifer
on one
Joe
or the
gonna
other.
win Talladega. You watch.
You can see that transition to that
Raking
flat
the
apron,
dough.
And then we've got that box lit up with the cones.
Yeah.
These drivers don't have that luxury. It's just an orange box. It's painted on the racetrack or on the apron.
But it's the location. Like, if you-
100 laps to go.
Your brakes are hot. You're-
Brad Keselowski's still in the free pass position in 13th.
In the last 20, 30, 50 laps, right? Now you get down in there. And
I would love Jennifer Joe getting lucky and winning a race where 30 cars wreck out just because I could say, ha ha, Danica didn't win, but she did.
Coming out of pit road, we'll show you that 99 laps to go in Richmond. Denny Hamlin out front of Joey Logano by 2 seconds. The strength of
All right. Oh, I thought that was a Falcon and Winter Soldier commercial. We know Cobb's not even going to be worth putting 50 cents on at 500, but you never know. Like I said, 30 cars wreck out and she makes it through. Who's she driving for? Is she driving one of the Rick Ware cars? I don't even know who she's driving for. I can't remember. I'm going to pick a long shot or semi-long shot to try to steal money next week, but I don't think she's going to be it. Corey LaJoie would be a decent one, I think, for next week. He's been in the mix at the Daytona 500 last year. This year, Talladega before, he's been in the mix. So I'm thinking of somebody maybe like Corey LaJoie. Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman, Stenhouse, but I feel like Stenhouse will have better odds than usual because he's so good there. The real question is, who will win the iRacing Invitational on Wednesday? And will Dale Jr. be able to complete a lap without getting taken out by Clint Boyer? No, there's a playoff race at Richmond in the first round of the playoffs. It'll be a night race. Today's day race, and then playoffs is night race. Which is good because NFL season will be kicking off then, so I'll get a couple of free Sundays early in the NFL season. Man, I miss football. I get more excited about the schedule release show than the draft because I like finding out the schedule release, what the Monday night games, Sunday night games, and Thursday games are going to be, shit like that. But we got the draft in 11 days. I miss football. It hit me last night. I was watching a YouTube video. I was like, fuck, I miss football.
significant. Learn how you can help Fox Sports and Good Sports restore.
Denny Hamlin still leads. Joe Logano second, Colbus third, Kevin Harvick fourth, Christopher Bell fifth. Truex clinging to the last car in the lead lap in 12th after his penalty.
91 laps to go in.
These kids are bored to tears, Jim. Truex is fast enough to stay on the lead lap, which is disappointing. I was hoping that penalty would cut his balls off, but then you remember there's only 12 cars on the lead lap. Tough scene. Well, I'm happy with how the 24 and the 48's running. Chase still being on the lead lap on a day like this is a miracle.
Early in a race, but when you get down to that final stage,
Hey, does Cody Ware hate James Davison so much? Does James Davison always outruns him?
Well, you're just going to have to be lucky with cautions or something like that. It affords you the opportunity to dig yourself out of it. But yeah, you're right. Timing is definitely not on their side.
Let's have a look at our USAA biggest movers since the restart. Alex Bowman up 4 spots. Kyle Larson 2 laps down, up 3. Daniel Suarez.
Everybody from 19th on back is 2 laps down or more.
Again, digging yourself out of the hole before you get to Alex Bowman, still paying the price.
I think they got to pit one more time. They got to pit one more time.
Probably a top 5 car.
Tyler Reddick goes 2 laps down to Denny Hamlin.
One thing I'm noticing moreover today than I've felt that I experienced on this racetrack, Jeff, is not being able to find much grip up high. Usually I use, and you heard me talk about that earlier, that those hashes right there, if you put your right sides right on them.
Hey, Brad, you feel good about having that extra set of tires?
Usually be able to pull the wheel back down and get straight up off it so you can put the throttle walked into the racetrack, actually, don't see a lot of that.
Yeah, in my experience is when you see that working, it's usually a tire that lays a lot of rubber down in the groove, and so you can start finding a little bit of fresher pavement as you move up the racetrack and find a little bit for a short period of time. We're just not seeing a lot of rubber being laid down.
It is interesting. It doesn't even, from here, it doesn't even look like a lap's been ran on it.
Bale around the outside of Harvick for 4th place.
Tell you what, could get interesting.
And Keselowski's really fast, still a lap down.
Kyle Busch has been consistently in third place, putting some of the best laps together the last several laps. I know Denny's working his way through a little bit of lap
If
traffic.
Kyle Busch can get a damn caution, he can get this win, maybe. He'll have a chance to steal one. If we get a yellow. If Hamlin wins, I get a $2 bet for next week. Oh, hell yeah. That'll make it sting even more when my pick gets wrecked out 30 laps in or whatever.
It keeps getting worse and worse. He is the exception to that rule.
No doubt about it. He almost thrives on it. And you know, every time I'm like, why, man? Why put yourself in that position? You know, how is that productive? But yet, for whatever reason, it seems to motivate him and work very well.
4th place, Christopher Bell passing Kevin Harvick. And behind him, Brad Keselowski, one of 2 drivers who would love to see the caution because he would be the free pass car. The other, as you mentioned, is Martin Truex, who's running near the tail end of the lead lap.
I tell you what.
Truex passes Elliott for 11th. Chase Elliott last car in the lead lap once again.
Pretty strong.
And Mike, I went back and looked at Martin Truex Jr. when he served his pass-through penalty. When he came back off of pit road, I mean, it was right in front of Denny Hamlin, but now he's actually pulling away from the 11 car a little bit.
Well, I was going to say, if I was Hamlin, I'd run hard as fuck to try to put Truex a lap down, but the problem is Joey Logano is only about a second off him now. So he can't afford to run hard and burn his shit up. Yeah, Truex came out right in front of Hamlin there.
Spinning the tires.
I was a little surprised by that. I almost thought it was too early.
But it worked. And you could hear it. The tires didn't spin any at all. He was able to keep his speed up and momentum and got off in front of the leader.
And he is no longer the last car on the lead lap. That would be Chase Elliott in 12th. So Martin has a little bit of a cushion between himself and Denny Hamlin. As we see how this plays out.
Talladega.
Next week.
And it's starting before 3 o'clock.
Big track.
That is Dega. Action track, baby.
Hey, remember when they used to call Richmond the action track? Joey Logano's got Hamlin's lead under a second, FYI.
You try to predict Talladega, give up.
Don't tell me we're about to see a repeat of Martinsville, only this dipshit's going to fucking win.
Just pick one.
Because Logano has cut into Hamlin's lead. Kyle Busch is 5.5 seconds behind. He's not going to be a factor without a yellow.
You know, make good moves, have good communication with you and your spotter, but you still got to have some luck. There's going to be a wreck, and you've got to be able to get through it, have it in your rear view, or be able to navigate through it.
I want to know how the odds makers come up with odds for that race.
And you know what? They do a pretty good
Jeff Gordon just asked exactly what I was thinking. How the hell do odds makers do Talladega like?
3 wide traffic down in turn 1. Sorts himself out there.
Second place traffic has gained on Denny Hamlin.
Logano under half a second behind Hamlin. Cutting into that lead some more, Robert, I regret to inform you.
Laps to go. We'll have Larry's trends of the race right after this.
They're side by side, so I'll be able to give you the bad news if Joey gets to him. It's starting to look pretty grim. Joey's fast right now. Unless Hamlin's just really tiptoeing through traffic. Maybe he should have busted ass to try to keep Truex there and put him a lap down. I don't know. I don't even know what camera they're looking out of right now. They're not showing the leader. They're just cutting from random onboard to random onboard. I can't even tell. Okay, they're with Kurt Busch now. Don't know why. Can we see Hamlin and Logano? Because they're almost nose to tail. Kyle Larson was top 10 for the first 30 laps, had a bad pit stop, and has not been the same since. Got trapped a lap down on that Cindric Ryan Newman caution and has been there all day. Now he's 2 laps down, so tough scene. Former Richmond winner Kyle Larson. Never forget. Oh, got a battle for the lead. Joey's to the outside of Hamlin coming out of 4. Joey goes a little wide. Hamlin stays in front, but Joey's there. 71 laps to go. Of all the people to get up here and make this interesting, it had to be this fucking bald, squinty cunt. Come up here and rob my money and rob me of a $2 bet on Talladega next week. Now Joey's to the inside of Hamlin going to 1. 70 to go. I got to run to the bathroom, but I can't right now because the battle for lead's heating up. I should have pissed during that last cycle of pit stops. Oh well. We stuck now. Hey, if I pee in a bottle live on stream, will I get banned? Kidding.
69 laps to go in
nice.
Progressive race summary as you watch the battle for the lead unfold right here.
Chase Elliott just got lapped pretty easily by Denny Hamlin. I think Denny's heating up, trying to get away from Joey. That's why he passed Chase so easily. Joey is there. 11 on the lead lap. Austin Dillon's last one in 11th place. Oh, Joey's got to run. Door to door down the back. Well, quarter panel to front quarter panel. Front fender, excuse me. And he's to the inside. Larry McReynolds is talking over this. Uh-oh, they've called Austin Dillon. Oh, I can't believe Hamlin got a good enough run off the corner to pass Dillon. I thought that was going to kill Hamlin and give Logano the lead, but Hamlin skirted around Dillon, put him a lap down, and maintains the lead for the moment. 10 cars on the lead lap. Robert, the pain never you. I feel for you, buddy. 3 races in a row. Who's going to lead the lap? Hamlin leads that lap, but not by much. And Joey charges turn 1 and takes the lead. New leader, Joey Logano. There goes my money again. I told you I could pick who finishes second. Joey Logano is gone. Cleared with a 65 laps to go. Ugh. And he's good on the short runs too, Joey is. I said that like an Irish person. He's good on the short runs, so he is. Yes, he is. And Jeff Gordon just pointed that out. So if there's a caution, no big deal. The only concern will be losing the lead on pit road, which is possible. Hamlin's crew's been the best all day. Best all year, really. But Joe Logano's got the lead. This would just cap off a really boring fucking race, wouldn't it? 10 cars on the lead lap. Joe Logano's leading. And suddenly it's getting cloudy again. That's not a coincidence.
A lot of cloud cover right now. It's cooling off. You know, you're getting up there on time.
Truex passes to Benedetto for 9th.
And that could be playing right in the 22's favor.
18 seconds off the lead, though, so he's a non-factor.
The numbers say you pit between 50 to 55 to go.
I think Hamlin's got to beat Logano to pit road and get one of them lightning fast pit stops off.
And come here in the next few laps trying to get the jump.
Hamlin's got to pit well before Logano. Please.
Well, what's interesting about that, Larry, is Denny Hamlin.
This race can still be won on pit road.
Sooner than Logano. Logano stayed out 1 extra lap and has 1 lap fresher tires. I don't know how much of a difference that made, but you would think if somebody's going to.
I see some cars already coming to pit road. Some lap cars are already pitting. We're at 62 to go.
Of the lead lap cars, Truex was the last one to come in on the last cycle at lap 296.
Remember, that's when he had to penalty. He had actually pitted, I think he actually pitted about the same lap as Logano.
24 tried to pit right there and missed pit.
William Byron tried to pit and he missed pit road. Hamlin, please pit now. Like, pit now.
Old tires.
And shooting yourself on the foot. Trying to do exactly what we were just talking about is capitalizing on making up some track position here. You can see he just couldn't get it loaded up.
He whiffed.
Had to stay up on the racetrack, grab another gear and get going.
You really have two options there. Stay on the banking as long as possible. Brake while the car's on the banking.
Now Byron makes it to pit road.
Get on pit road or hit that
Alex Bowman. I literally almost said Jimmy Johnson. Alex Bowman to pit road, but I almost said Jimmy Johnson.
Right there, a little mistake from his perspective. Too loose on that race car. Biggest issue, continuing to fight that, but a solid run all day long. The 38 of Alex Bowman, his teammate. That race car right now is just a little bit too tight on the splitter.
Chase Elliott pit road. Chase Briscoe, not that it matters. Here comes Logano. Hamlin stays out. Well, that done it. Joey beat Denny to pit road.
That race car is way too loose on entry. He's been working with his brakes to try and fix that. Joey Logano, that last run, he was tighter through the middle, but he was so much better with his drive off. You saw the difference it made as he went up and took the lead.
Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick in. So is Eric Almirola, Chris Buescher.
Denny pits this time.
Benedetto down pit lane, Ryan Blaney, and here comes Denny Hamlin.
Denny did the exact opposite of what Logano did the last time he stayed out.
Need a really badass pit stop.
Jamie?
I'm talking like an 11-second one. 11-second pit stop. Let's go, 11 team. Whoa, Kyle Busch. Jesus Christ. I think Kyle Busch just sped on pit road. He damn near looped it and hit the inside wall, but he saved it. But I think he was speeding.
You have to have all four tires inside the orange box, and he doesn't do it.
Nope, that's going to be a penalty.
Kyle Busch penalty. He hit the box barely. He was probably speeding as well. Well, Kyle Busch threw another good finish away. Hit the box at the commitment line and sped on pit road.
Truex pits from the lead. Jamie.
Logano's still going to be the leader. How far ahead of Hamlin is he going to be, though? Oh, man. The darkest timeline. He's well ahead of Hamlin. I can't even see Hamlin. He's 2 seconds ahead of Denny Hamlin.
Kyle Busch is called for a commitment line.
Well, good win, Joey. Kyle Busch gets penalized for a commitment line.
The drive of shame down pit road.
Man, an unfortunate timing on that, too.
Kyle Busch was running third and hit the commitment box.
The only thing you can do is hope that a caution comes
Remember a few years ago when Joey tricked him into hitting the commitment box late at Richmond and he got penalized? That was funny. That was 2017, I believe. I remember that day because Jimmy Johnson fucking killed Dale Jr. for no reason. I think that was when Jimmy Johnson really started to lose it. Who would have thought that Jimmy Johnson would have reverted back to his early 2000s Xfinity Series form to finish out his Cup career and start his IndyCar career?
To make that at this stage of the race.
Hamlin's closed on Logano a bit. It went from 2.3 seconds to 1.9. We'll see how the traffic plays out. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I love that phrase.
Now, don't return all the presents just yet. Kyle is in the free pass position. If we get a caution.
Hamlin is catching Logano, 1.6 seconds. It went from 2.3 to 1.6 in the last few laps.
Conversation of being aggressive and when to be aggressive and when not to. And it's such a fine line. It's particularly
Yeah, Michael, I'd like to see a yeller at some point. Wait about 10 or 12 more laps so we can drag him to pit road and the 11 team can win this race. We got 50 laps to go.
Kyle Busch is with 50 to go. Sunday on Fox. We all head for
Hamlin's not catching Logano anymore. It's stalled out at about 1.6.
Race day coverage for the Geico 500 begins at 12:30 Eastern on FS1. Continues at 1:30.
2 Gibbs cars get penalties. And now Captain Dipshit's in the lead. Hamlin cut a couple of tenths off that lap. 1.4 seconds. 1.3 seconds. Maybe Hamlin will have something for him. Boy, that 00 just pinned Joey Logano down. Quinn Half did not do Joey Logano any favors. Joey just lost half his lead. It's under a second now. Barely a second anyway. Quinn Half, I thought he was going to spin out. Hamlin is driving his ass off. Jeff Gordon just said Denny put down the fastest lap of the race. And he's catching Joey. Plenty of time left too. Hopefully he's got enough to get to him. And don't puss out. It's down to 0.8 of a second for Hamlin. Don't puss out on me like you did at Bristol. You son of a bitch. Don't you puss out.
Finds himself in 4th place after an up and down day.
Don't you dare puss out on me, St. Dennis.
It's definitely been an up and down day, but great fight here, putting it all together at the end of this race for Alex Bowman. I'll tell you what, Harv, man, this guy, even when they're struggling a little bit, they just find a way to get themselves in the top 5. Shows you how much depth he has in his drive.
Logano and Hamlin are 12 seconds ahead of Bell and Bowman. It's down to 0.6 of a second. 45 laps to go.
And I thought those glasses were for the dirt track. He's running them every weekend, Kevin Harvick. And how about William Byron here? Had that issue come to pit road, but nice recovery. 6th place.
Eric, and such a needed, well run right here. Needs a top 10. Start the momentum back. Certainly has it going on right here.
Martin Truex has recovered from his speeding penalty.
He's not really recovered. He's 8th.
His lap times are a 10th and a half quicker than Joey Logano.
Denny Hamlin under half a second behind Joey Logano. 0.3 of a second. Quinn Half had the big assist. That really cut that lead down for Denny.
They've had a rough start to this season.
Oh, poor Joey. I can't imagine what it's like to get slowed down by a lap car, can you? And Denny's there, and now Ryan Newman is the next car in front of Joey Logano. Oh, boy. Denny Hamlin's coming. He's there. He's to the outside of Joey, and Ryan Newman's in front of both of them. This is going to be hilarious. They going side by side. I'll do my best for you. Come on, Newman. Don't be a puss. Don't lay over now. Joey sends it into 3. Hamlin kind of goes wide. Newman's too loose. I think Joey's going to complete the pass on Newman. That's a tough break. I thought that was a golden opportunity for Denny to get this lead back, but he's still there. Denny just can't get in the corner like Joey does, but he's better off. And the lap cars are being nicer to Denny than they are Joey. Although Newman appears to be being quite a nuisance to both of them. I mean, Joey got by him, but now Denny can't fucking get by Newman, and Joey's driving away again. Newman, fuck off. Newman and Buescher racing for position really hurt Hamlin there more than it did Joey. $40 to go, coming to 39. Hamlin clears Buescher and Newman. He's still within 0.4 of a second of Joey with 39 laps to go. But those 2 lap cars, I can't believe that hurt Denny more than it did Joey. That's fucking ridiculous. Get the fuck out of the way. You're supposed to be a dick to the leader, not the second place car. Especially when the leader is Joey Logano. I know nobody likes him. Joey's got a teammate in front of him, technically, Matt DiBenedetto. Last car on the lead lap in 9th place. It's been one of those days, people. We got 9 cars on a lead lap. Life is pain, my brother. Life is pain, death is pain. What Metallica song is that in? I mean, it's a generic as fuck line. Life is pain, death is pain. What Metallica song is that in? Don't Google it either. Don't be a bitch. If you win it, if you get it correct without using the search engines, you get a free toaster. Denny's starting to reel in Joey a little bit again. He had dropped back to about 6/10.
Joey Logano out in front of Denny Hamlin by 3/4 of a second. Christopher Bell 4 seconds back. Mark Truex, who with Hamlin have each led a quarter or more of this race. Hamlin's led half of it, recovering from a speeding penalty and back in 8th place. 9 cars still on the lead lap. The last time Hamlin led this many laps at Richmond, he went to victory lane, something he has not been able to do this season. In fact, he is tied for the record for top 5 finishes without a win in the...
What a dubious honor for Denny Hamlin. Benny Parsons, 1976. Darrell Waltrip, 86. Denny Hamlin, 2021. 7 top 5s, no wins in the first 8 races. Hamlin's finishes 5th, 3rd, 11th, 4th, 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 3rd.
That's a good problem to have right there. Your worst finish so far this season, 11th. I mean, the consistency is there, but Denny Hamlin.
Bowman looking under Bill for 3rd.
What do we have to do to get this thing to victory lane? I heard him after Martinsville say, hey, we know how to finish 3rd. We've got that part figured out. We got to figure out how to get to 2nd, how to get to 1st. Well, today, it looked like he was getting himself to 1st. Now, maybe he's just going to get himself to 2nd. We'll see what happens these closing 30
Tell you
laps.
what, you take that pit stop back from the 48, give them that opportunity. These guys are extremely fast right now when the time's right. If he would have had the track position, and it's still not over, right? There could be something happen. One of the fastest cars on the racetrack, Alex Bowman.
Hamlin's there again. 31 to go, and Hamlin rolled that corner really well.
Oh, exactly right. Try to, and I've always, again, talked about it last
Joey's
week.
got a teammate in front of him, though.
See right here, going to get to the gas, try to beat him up off.
One of the things I've noticed that every time Logano catches a lap car, and
30 to go. Hamlin inches even closer.
he's in 9th place right now, so he's no slouch. But as Logano has caught him, it has brought his car to a halt.
And you can see Joey getting loose right there. He was a little bit loose in right there. You saw him get loose off of turn 4.
Use the bumper, you pussy. Bumper to bumper, Hamlin Logano.
We'll see how these two race one another for this win. A little history there.
Look at that.
Joey gets really tight in the middle of 4. Hamlin's underneath him. Door to door down the front stretch. Hamlin's got it, I think. Joey's going to drive harder in the corner. That's where he's been good today. But I just don't think he's going to be able to hold Hamlin off. Off of 2. Joey pulls ahead, clears him off of 2 from the outside. Now Hamlin's going to have to gather it back up and go for it again. Joey gets really tight right there. Just you can see that car just sail away from him as they get to the exit of 4. He's bad off of 4. That's Joey's biggest weak spot. Entry of 1, he's pretty. Now he's tight going into 1. Hamlin's got a nose in there. He didn't move him. He got the nose in there. Hamlin gets loose off of 2 now. Joey can take it easier into 3 this time, and hopefully, for his sake, he won't get tight. Now Hamlin's got it wound up coming off of 4 to make another go at this. That was a good lap for Joey. Momentum. Denny's kind of dominating the corner, and he's gonna get it right here. He's got a great run down the back. He doesn't choose to go. Oh, he gets to the inside. Joey's tied again in 4. I think Hamlin wants to beat him clean just to prove a point, even though he should just knock the little bastard out of the way if he can't pass him clean. And it doesn't look like he's able to pass him clean right now. Side by side off of 2. Can't tell who's leading. Maybe Joey entering higher is actually going to help him in 3. Nope, Hamlin rolls the center. And they're even closer coming off of 4 that time. Joey's top, but you still get a better run off the outside. Oh, there's the bumper. Just a little nudge, just a little nudge. Bumper, bumper, bumper. Woo! He's using him up now. Just a little bump. The contact is getting more and more aggressive. 24 to go. Okay, this race is actually... He bumped him. He needs to do something a little harder than that, though, if he's going to make this pass. He needs to do something a little tougher. Don't bitch out, Denny. This is your chance for redemption. Redemption for Bristol. Whenever he drops back from Joey, he diamonds the corner and pulls right back up to him. But when he's on Joey, he runs the same damn line and gets his nose right to the quarter panel. DiBenedetto's still in front of him, 9th place, tail end of the lead lap. He's got him there again.
Wasn't it just a couple of races ago that Denny was mad at himself for not using the bumper?
Bad corner for Hamlin there off of 4. Joey pulls away for the moment. Denny, come on, man. Quit fucking around. Quit pussing about. Quit pussing about and make this pass. Joey's going to pass DiBenedetto. I think DiBenedetto's letting him go. He's buddies with Hamlin, too. He won't give Hamlin a hard time. He lets Hamlin go. All right, good shit, DiBenedetto. He let Joey go, and he let Hamlin go. I know that he and Hamlin have a good relationship. Denny's going back to that whole diamond the corner line. He's going to have to get back to Joey again. It's working, though. Good run off of 2. He has to follow him into 3 and 4. He's not close enough to bump him, but now he goes wide, arcs that shit off the corner, and he's back to Joey's bumper again. Oh, Kevin Harvick hard in the wall. Crash. Caution's out with 20 laps to go. Kevin Harvick crashed hard. God, what a battle we were having, too. Oh, man. Don't tell me this race is going to be memorable now. Holy shit.
Pretty clear that the right rear tire went down and that car spun around in a hurry.
Kevin was running 8th when this happened.
Just past the start-finish line going into...
Got a right rear go down. Oh, yeah, holy like shit. Place.
Yeah, that right rear tire just went down.
Stuart Haas Racing still can't catch a break.
To see a right rear tire go down like that.
Seven cars on the lead lap. Kyle Busch will get the free pass.
I just wonder, Clint, were they maybe putting a lot of heat into that right rear and it was potentially like a melted bead or something?
Yeah, it's just hard to tell. I don't know. It seemed like, you know, there's no fender damage, so obviously that's always the given that cuts those tires down, where you know, scrape the wall or something like that. You see it time and time again. That was just a weird. It could have just flat out run over something, had a flat. I mean, that happens.
Boys, Kyle Busch got the free pass.
Yes, he did.
So that puts him back in play in 8th place. We will restart with 8 cars on the lead lap.
How many times you get a free pass and still in the top 10? Still got a chance, boys.
Well, let me tell you who's going to have a chance here is that 11 team that has been so strong all day long, making 4 tire stops for Denny Hamlin. This is where you need absolutely your best. Remember earlier in the pre-race show, we talked about the best on pit road through 8 races. The driver getting in and out of the pit box. Denny Hamlin ranked number 1. Then the crew, Alex Bowman up there first with that 48 crew. Denny Hamlin's 11 crew 3. But when you combine the 2 together, look who's on top. And you know what? They have kind of backed that up all day long. Denny Hamlin, that 11 team.
Regan.
Here we go. Pit stops. Money stop.
As good as he wanted to at the end of it. Needs an adjustment for that, as you saw him running a little high. Alex Bowman in the 48. That race car took off better this last run. He wants it to take off a little better now. Jamie?
No pressure is the level. Talking about how good they have been this year, and especially
Go, 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 go. Go. Yes, Denny got the lead. Denny Hamlin takes the lead on pit road. Yes.
Heck yeah. Good job, guys, and thank you.
I told you if they got back to pit road, they'd win this race. It's not over yet, but goddamn it, they got the lead, just like I said they would.
He's going to be super aggressive trying to get this lead back.
Here's another look at Denny's pit stop. And what's especially good here is you know this is the last stop of the day, right here. So you've got to get all those lug nuts on because they count them at the end of the race, and there's fines and penalties. If not, you're not going to leave here with 3 on.
Hey, I don't know. What's the fine?
You're not.
I want to know what the fine is.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick had a flat right rear end crash, brought out the caution. Denny Hamlin just won the race off pit road. That 11 team is on point.
Don't give up on this man just yet. Joey Logano is one of the most aggressive drivers there is on restarts, and he's had short run speed the whole time. Another 11-second pit stop.
12-2 on Logano. That wasn't bad at
That's
all.
like having a 12-2 pit stop and get beat off the pit road.
Hamlin 2/10 quicker on the track, 3/10 quicker. The pit crew, race leader, with 16 to go.
But very important to still keep in mind your roll times. You're in the pit box, your exit of pit box. As a driver, you know, you hold a little bit of overall outcome of that performance on pit road as well. So, you know, you've got to, when you get back Monday, you're going to go to that competition meeting and really dissect the whole overall outcome of the pit stop.
Pit stall location, too, plays into that.
Get that, too.
Hamlin trying to win his manufacturer's namesake race, the Toyota Owners 400. Logano trying to win on Mustang Day, the anniversary of the Mustang's launch in 1964. Alex Bowman just trying to win for the Bowtie Brigade.
You just said it. You took the words right out of my mouth. I said it just a little bit ago. This 48 car is one of the fastest cars on the track. You give him the opportunity, some track position and new life. Might be my guy right here.
Kevin Harvick now 2 laps down after bringing out that caution.
Keep up the front row and the final restart, right? You don't want to be behind them, right? Really, no. Yeah, I think you do. We talked about earlier. You know the deal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Denny Hamlin will take that outside lane like he has on previous restarts. It's worked so well for him.
Ooh, this drama could be juicy at the end of this. Now, my dream scenario is both of these idiots wreck and Alex Bowman wins the race. That's my dream scenario.
I just don't know if you can give up that front row.
No, and again, you look over your shoulder, look at that 48 car starting right there in third. These guys get together at least a little bit. If the Joey can get door to door with him, gets loose, that's all it'll take.
25 drivers took the wave around. Some of them, like DiBenedetto, Dillon, Elliott, Keselowski.
And Eric Almirola's in the top 5.
No, down to Blaney in 14th. We'll get back on the lead lap. So here they come to the choose zone. This should be very interesting.
Obviously, you take the inside. Denny goes inside, Joey outside, Bowman inside, Bell outside, Almirola inside, Byron outside. So it's Hamlin, Logano, Bowman, Bell, Almirola, Byron.
Because he's been in the outside lane and has made it work just about every time he's been out there.
Well, but he's also had the benefit of his teammate underneath of him that probably
That's
more
true.
than likely
And maybe that played a role. And also, you know, he's racing Logano, a different competitor right now.
Now you got to make sure you got these tires warmed up. Remember, start of this race, spun his tires really, really hard. Lost a lot of positions right off the bat.
Yeah, not a lot of rubber on this racetrack. A lot of drivers have had trouble with wheel spin on restarts.
So what do you guys think? You think this is the last caution?
Well, it's about to get shitty in here.
Yeah.
Come on, take each other out and let Bowman win.
All right, coming green this time. Hamlin, Logano.
Hey, you're on the inside. Joey can't wreck you down there. He's not behind you. If I was Joey, I'd have picked that line behind you and got up your ass and shoved you off in that corner. Ooh, Joey didn't get a good restart. Hamlin got a pretty good one. I think Bowman might get second here. Oh, Joey's going to charge the outside. And there goes Hamlin. As Bowman's side by side with Joey. Coming to 11 to go. Wow, Alex Bowman. God, if he could just get around Joey quick, he could make a run at Hamlin. He is making a run at Hamlin. Go! 48. Oh, Denny's going to get flashbacks. The 48 car is taking the lead. Bowman's there. Side by side down the back. Let's go. Let's go, Alex. Oh! Loose. Almirola. Almirola got to Logano. Bowman and Hamlin are still side by side for the lead. 10 to go. Bowman just took the lead. He cleared him. Yes!
Bowman and Almirola making a show of this.
Tell you what, HMS has not been to victory lane since 2008. I think Alex Bowman was about 50.
Alex Bowman!
Yes, the last time a Hendrick car won at Richmond.
Yeah, the last time they won here, I had hair.
Alex Bowman's got the lead and he's driving away. Fuck, I don't need that $6. I don't need that $6. Stay green. 8 laps to go. The 48 is gone, son. Hendrick hasn't won at Richmond since 2008.
He is driving off.
I love NASCAR. Boy, when you get competitive cars bunched up in Richmond, you see some shit, don't you? That looked like 2014. Remember 2014? Kenseth, Logano, Keselowski, Gordon, Dale Jr., Kyle Busch all running over each other. And unfortunately, Joey ended up winning that night, but not today, motherfucker. Bill, please don't. Bill and Almirola are about to kill each other.
Wow, you talk about surprise endings. This is one of them.
And with these short tracks, you know, new tires, new short run speed versus long run speed, but you get a late caution.
I was sold that it was going to be Hamlin versus Logano. I didn't see Alex Bowman getting such a great launch. 5 laps to go. Come on, motherfucker. Bill and Almirola, can y'all settle this without spinning out? I'm good with this. I don't need any more drama today. I'm happy.
Now this is right about that time when Denny Hamlin's car starts to typically come to him. After those,
But is it too late for Denny? 4 laps to go. He's close enough to maybe get to the 48 in the next 4 laps.
No, there is no way. 48 is stuck like glue.
But yeah, like Boyer said, you watch Alex Bowman look at him in the center of the corner.
Big time mark getting in.
Good God, Cody Ware, get the fuck out of the way. Oh, don't tell me Cody Ware's going to David Ruderman this shit. 3 to go. Cody Ware, if you fuck this up. Stupid son of a bitch.
How sick are you right now watching that car in front of you?
Denny Hamlin again.
How did this get slipped by through our fingertips? After winning the first 2 stages, the last couple times he's done that, Kyle Busch ended up
2 to go, 2 to go, 2 to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
So Alex Bowman, you got to bust the bars a little bit. Denny's going to take
Denny's closed in by about a 1/10 and a half, 2 tenths. He's running out of time, though. Oh, come on! Get out of the fucking way! Do you fucking see that shit? The 0-0 again. Get the fuck out of the way, you worthless cunt. Quinn Half, you fucking son of a bitch. Okay, Bowman's held the lead. But I thought that was going to cost him the fucking race. Fucking Quinn Half. God, Bowman's got a fucking ass ton of lap traffic here. Harvick moves out of the way. Here comes Hamlin. Hamlin's got one more run at this. Hamlin dives into 3. Not going to get there. Alex Bowman. Woo! Alex Bowman won it.
Oh, man, great guys. Richmond, 48 is pumped. Look at that team.
They rebounded from a pit road penalty.
Ow.
240. I can't score his 3rd career win.
Denny
got a cut deep right there. At home, had it.
Can't believe we just did that at Richmond.
Believe it, buddy. He did it. They did it. Bounce back from a mistake.
But you called it, Clint. You noticed how fast that race was. If he got a shot to be up there with the leaders, I didn't know he had that kind of short run speed, but he showed that he did.
Bowman the showman brings the 48 to victory lane for the first time since Dover in 2017.
First time Ally has gone to victory lane.
Down, buddy. And another different winner. Boyer, we're going for 16. I think by the end of the regular season.
We may all have it with you over that. You may be right. Turns out he's pretty
Or I may be crazy, but it sure is fun to watch.
It's like you pay attention. I'm struggling in that
He's been
category.
doing this for a long time. He's seen it all.
Poor Denny. What a heartbreaker.
Yeah, get over it. Nobody likes us anyway.
Now he's critiquing his burnout, man. Do whatever you want.
Oh, yes.
Another top 5 for Denny.
Hendrick Motorsports.
They say he's so
Who'd have thought Chase Elliott's the only Hendrick car that ain't fucking won yet this year?
top 10 is little consolation.
Matt, Di Benedetto, great run. Eric Alvarozo, both of those
Bowman!
top 10 runs. Needed it. Almirola
I love it.
first.
I love it. I love it. This race was worth it.
Of the season. Jamie's with our winner.
Last week, Alex Bowman was one of the fastest cars, and it ended in heartbreak for you guys. You come back and you seal the deal today after overcoming a pit road penalty. How did you guys overcome that?
Race car, as simple as that. Great guys and all the guys, they got to deal with me at short tracks, and I drive these places really wrong. And we kind of, instead of trying to make me figure it out, went to work on getting the race car to where I needed to be. And Greg has done such an amazing job at making that happen. So first and foremost, got to thank Ally and Chevrolet, everybody at Hendrick Motorsports. This one's for Rowdy and his family. Miss him and Blakely every day, but just means the world to be able to win for Ally, and it's definitely emotional, obviously, with how hard the off season was on us. So appreciative for the opportunity. And,
Alex Bowman's crying.
We got more races to win this year.
He's talking about his pit crew member that lost his life.
You're sending me the 6 anyway.
Let's go back to the end of this race, though. Your
Well,
battle
thank you,
with
Michael.
Chevrolet that combined have won it 5
I
times.
told you I'd pick who finished second.
To be honest with you, we were terrible on short runs, so
I picked another
we restarted
second place
third, and I'm
finisher.
like, man, if we get out of here with a solid top 5, we'll be good. Overcome a lot today, and I don't know if Greg pumped the pressures way up or what he did, but that's more grip than I've ever had in a race car at Richmond, and it worked out really well. So getting to race a guy like Denny at a place like this is really cool. Feel like we raced each other really clean, so appreciative of that, and means a lot.
All right, I heard it's beers at your house tonight. Congratulations, Alex
Lot of
Bowman
beers.
wins for the 3rd time in his career.
Alex Bowman, not a one-hit wonder. Not even a 2-hit wonder. This motherfucker's won 3 cup races.
Yeah, we just didn't take off quite as good
Ugh.
there at the end.
Get fucked.
Tried to warm it up and do everything I could. Just so we had more grip there for a few laps.
And you know Chase Elliott's about to win like all these road course races coming up. You know that, right?
Position,
We run this shit.
Good show out there. So it's just like great job by this FedEx ground team. We're first and foremost want to think of all the families in Indy right now. Awful tragedy that happened there. So our thoughts and prayers are with these names on this hat. So we'll get them. We'll keep digging. We're dominating. Just gotta finish it.
Thanks, Denny.
Yep.
Alex Bowman on the final restart.
Seriously, though, go back and watch the 0-0. Just totally cut Bowman's balls off with 2 laps to go. Did anybody else see that besides me? Yeah, Bowman won Chicago 2019. He won California last year, and he won Richmond today. So that's 3 wins. Woo! Goddamn. Hey, how's Jimmy Johnson doing in that IndyCar race? Not good, but it's okay. Ooh, I love it. Let me drink your tears, Joey Logano fans. You just never know what's going to happen. Radman 30 minutes ago. Come on, Denny. Just fucking move him. He's talking about Joey. I can't breathe. I'm so happy. How am I going to be able to sleep tonight? Like, I'm psyched, bro. I'm psyched. The FedEx shooter was into My Little Pony. Well, I know lots of well-adjusted people that admire My Little Pony. And then bronies, they don't take no shit, do they? I cannot believe Alex Bowman just won that race, and Talladega's next week. Alex Bowman just won, and Talladega's next week. Hit the fucking deck, everybody. Holy shit. Well, Braden, I don't want to get off here yet. I'm hanging around for more post-race interviews. I don't want to fucking get off here. I'm so happy now. Ice Cube was right when he wrote that song, It Was a Good Day. Because today was a good day. It was such a good day. I know the race got strung out and was boring, but that battle before that last caution to the finish was going to be incredible between Joey and Denny. Obviously, at that point, I was cheering for Denny because fuck Joey. Then fucking Harvick hits the wall, and you're thinking, okay, it's probably still going to be Joey Denny, but then Alex Bowman rides in on a white fucking horse and saves the day and makes most of us happy.
Bowman looks through the crowd and asks the starter to please deliver the checkered flag to this young lady.
Hey, wait a minute, that's a Logano fan.
At least he had the decency not to give it to a Denny Hamlin fan.
I think she'll be a Bowman fan from here on out.
Good on you, Alex.
Here are your winners this season. 8 winners in 9 races. Wow.
Is that incredible? That is incredible.
That's incredible. Stick to look at this. Just say, look at this.
Here from the 3rd place driver. He's with Regan.
Chase Elliott's going to win a road course. Hey, Joey.
Get up there at the end, battling with Denny Sung. All of a sudden, the 48 car comes out of nowhere. Still a very good day for your 22 car.
Yeah, he's still on it, that's for sure. And congratulations to them. They beat us, and I think probably their adjustments they made on that final pit stop definitely made his car fire off really well. And he started to pay the penalty the last couple laps, but he's so far out, it didn't matter. So frustrating.
Thank you for the $6 that I don't deserve because I keep picking the 2nd place guy.
Let some laps make the pass on Denny. Then we had a heck of a battle going back and forth. He was tight when I passed him, then I was tight and he caught back up to me. So the track was changing there. We were both trying to keep up with it. Dang it.
I'm sad this race didn't end up in a brawl between Joey and Denny.
Gosh, you're that close, and you're in the front row in the final restart, you think you can get a good shot at it. And,
you're like Bill on that episode of King of the Hill, Robert, when he says, "I'm so depressed I can't even blink." I'm happy. And Talladega's next week. Oh, so good. All right, I think unlike Mike Joy, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I had fun. Very pleased with this result, and I expect more happiness next week at Talladega. It'll be exciting for sure. Maybe we win the big bucks then. All right, guys. Have a good night. Don't eat the yellow snow. Don't take any wooden nickels. Say 48 Hail Marys in honor of Alex Bowman's win. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next